What is good, Sixer Nation, NBA Nation, Philly Take Nation? What is good? We are back again. Happy week. Happy Monday evening. Lots of good stuff going on in sports this week, but it all starts tonight as the Pistons are back looking for some revenge at MSG. Game 2 of the first round. Pistons put on an impressive performance on Saturday night, but they could not finish the job. Can they get it done today and even it up at 1, or will the Knicks take a commanding 2-0 lead? We'll talk about it. We'll break it down as it happens. But most importantly, we'll have some fun. Let's freaking go, man. Let's go, baby. Happy to be here. Happy to be back with the best community in the world. Happy to be back with the best fans in the world, man. My Philly Take family, what is good? What is up? Welcome on into the show. I'm RB. Philly Take with RB, where we cover the 76ers 365 days out of the year. But we also talk about the NBA. And unfortunately, the Sixers did not make the playoffs. So we're here covering other playoff games, watching them, having fun, kicking back. Somebody on the last stream commented, isn't this a Sixers channel? Why are you talking about another playoff game? Well, in simple form, because I can. That's the beauty of this community. We can all hang out together. We could watch Knicks versus Pistons. 2 nights from now, we're going to watch Warriors and Rockets. We'll probably end up streaming some other games too, like the Lakers series. Like we could just have fun, man. That's the beauty of it. We don't only have Philly fans on this channel. We have NBA fans and people that support me and my vision and what I'm trying to do in this content game. So if you guys are one of those people in the chat right now, thanks so much for being here. I'm excited to have a fun night here, and we'll see what happens. Give me your thoughts in the chat. How do you feel about the last game of the series on a Saturday night? How do you feel about that? Do you think the Pistons can tie it up? Do you think the Knicks are going to go up 2-0? We have a lot to talk about. I'm going to give you my couple quick thoughts here because I've watched most of the first round games so far. I did not watch all of them yesterday, but I have watched almost every single one. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on those. And I'll give you my thoughts on the series tonight that we're watching again. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the members in the chat. If you are a channel member in here, do me a favor, drop one of those member emojis. Let me know you're in the chat. If you want to become a channel member and support me as a creator, you can do so by clicking the link pinned in the chat or by hitting the join button down below. Shout out to the members. Thank you guys so much for supporting me. Join the Discord server. The link is down in the description. Mods will be sending it through the chat. Follow us on all social medias. Follow me on my Twitter X account at RBPhillyTake. Follow us on IG at PhillyTake with RB. Same on TikTok. We'll be posting content everywhere all off season long. We have free agency coverage to do, draft coverage, other off season stuff. I'm sure we'll get a lot of rumors and reports and all that. But for now, we're going to be live streaming playoff games. So let me know what games you want me to stream. For example, there was a couple other people in the Discord yesterday who were asking me what game was I going to stream. They were telling me what game they wanted me to stream. So that's a really good benefit of joining our Discord. We have a lot of great fans in there chatting it up. And I also communicate with the people in there as well. So be sure to go check that out. Lastly, be sure to check out the merch on the website, phillytakewithrb.com. We got the Wake Up the Neighbors tee on, and we have a whole bunch more on the site. Other than that, man, I'm back and I'm ready to go. Tell you what, it is kind of nice not having the pressure and the stress of a 76ers playoff series. I mean, again, of course, I would like them to be in the playoffs. But it's kind of nice just sitting back and not having to pull my hair out over every possession for once. So that's kind of where we're at. It is the week of the NFL draft. And just as a quick aside, I do cover the NFL and the Philadelphia Eagles as well over on A to Z Sports Philadelphia. That's my Eagles channel. So mods, throw that in the chat as well. If you guys haven't checked out A to Z Sports Philadelphia, I do all my Eagles coverage over there. So check that out. It's going to be a hefty week, especially on the back end with Eagles and NFL coverage. So if you guys are interested in that or you want to see my draft reactions, go check that out. Matter of fact, it was funny. I was looking at my Eagles draft reaction from 4 years ago that went viral. It was my first video that ever went viral and blew up. And it was funny. I didn't notice until I watched it back yesterday. You know, I went crazy about the Jalen Hurts pick just like everybody else did. And while I was waiting for that pick, right, I was naming off certain defenders and I was naming off certain positions that I thought the Eagles should target with that pick. And I never noticed, but one of the guys I actually said, the top guy on my board at that time was actually Zach Bond. So you want to talk about full circle. I mean, the guy ended up coming here on a 1-year deal and then they win the Super Bowl. So shout out to Zach Bond. I just noticed that yesterday, so it was pretty cool. But anyway, back to the NBA playoff talk. We'll start off with the Thunder and the Grizzlies. I watched a quarter and a half of that game yesterday. The Thunder were up by 50 or 60 points, I think. Yeah, the Thunder, boy, they are good. The Grizzlies are bad, but the Thunder are really good. They were up by almost 60 points. So that was insane. Timberwolves put a beating on the Lakers a couple nights ago. I will say the Timberwolves looked very impressive, but they have looked like that all season, kind of up and down. Let's see. Clippers and Nuggets we talked about. They play game 2 tonight. I still think the Nuggets are going to win in 7. The Pistons and Knicks, I think the Pistons had a really good chance to steal game 1 the other night. And anytime you give up a 21-0 run in the fourth quarter, you're probably not going to win a basketball game, especially when the other team has more experience and, you know, has been here, whereas you're a newer, younger team. So I think the Pistons definitely have to win this game tonight, but yeah, they had a good chance the other night and they blew it. Tobias Harris had 22 in the first half, then he had 3 points in the second half, so he literally disappeared. But the Pistons have to come out with that intensity and that physicality that they had the other night if they want a chance to win. Celtics ended up beating the Magic by a handily amount. They were losing, I believe, at halftime. Jason Tatum got carried by Derek White in that game. Derek White went crazy as always. I feel like every team could use a Derek White. And what else? Oh, the Cleveland-Miami game. I didn't really watch much of that, I will admit, but Cleveland got the dub. Ty Jerome off the bench. Let me ask you guys this. How many minutes would Nick Nurse play Ty Jerome off the bench for the 76ers? I actually tweeted that back in January, and people thought I was just like joking around. Like, no, Ty Jerome, I've liked him since he came out of the draft. I believe he went to Virginia. Never really made much as a pro, but he is having a great season. And it's just those hidden gems, you know, that you just find and they come to life. So shout out to Ty Jerome. I don't know what other series I'm missing. I feel like there's one more I didn't hit on. Oh, the Warriors and the Rockets. Yeah. Guys, what'd I tell you, man? Warriors are here. And if I had to pick a lock for an upset, I think I said this in my playoff preview video. Yo, the Warriors are beating the Rockets. Like, no offense against the Rockets. They're a great, young, athletic team. But I am not counting against Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. By the way, here's the starting lineups. Kate Cunningham, Tim Hardaway Jr., Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren. And for the Knicks, it'll be Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and Karl-Anthony Towns. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, like the stream, okay? We need to get up to 200 likes so we can push this content through the algorithm. So even if you don't, you know, support the Sixers or you're not a Philly fan, whatever, if you're just here, you're enjoying the content, please do me a huge favor and like the stream. We were able to hit a lot of people last time because you guys helped us out by hitting that thumbs up button. So I need everybody in here right now to hit that like button for the one time. Subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get up to 42.3K. Should be a good one tonight. And my final take on the Warriors Rockets is that I am not betting against Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Those boys are insane. Steph is going out of his mind at 37, and Jimmy Butler's a winner. They're 25-7 since they acquired him. And I'll tell you what, man, I did pick the Lakers to get to the conference finals and, beat the Warriors. But I'm telling you what, if the Warriors keep doing what they're doing, I might have to, switch it up and pick them to get to the conference finals because they've been that good. All right, first possession here in the Garden. Knicks rocking the navy blue jerseys. Pistons rocking the white jerseys. Here's Jalen Brunson. He steps back for 3. That's off the back iron. We will get the scoreboard up here in just a moment. Appreciate y'all being here in the chat tonight. Tim Hardaway Jr. going to drive, blow by to the rim, missed an easy layup. Doran gets the board. He goes up and slams it down. Woo! Throwing down the hammers, Jalen Doran, and that's the type of charge you need to start this game. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Anunoby going to pull up a 3. That one is short. At the end of the shot clock, here come the Detroit Pistons. Like I said, they need to be on it from possession 1 tonight. Cade Cunningham has to learn. Thought he did good maneuvering those traps and doubles last game, but he's got to hit his shots. He hits more shots last game, they win that game. Cade misses his first, but the tap in by Thompson. Asar Thompson made some bonehead mistakes in the fourth quarter last game, but he starts it off with a tap in. Sorry, I'm trying to get the scoreboard up as Anunoby goes in for 1. The heck? We'll get the scoreboard updated here in just a second. There we go. Brunson going to steal it away. Here come the New York Knicks. Brunson down to Bridges. Puts up a 3, and that one is off. Tobias Harris, wow. Stuffed at the rim. Here come the Knicks pushing it up the floor again. Anunoby another 3. That one's missed, but the tap in good by Bridges. Well, let me get this scoreboard up here. 1 second. Sorry. Guys, be sure to like the show, man. Help us out. Help us push this through the algorithm. Had a ton of people in here last time. Here's the pull-up. Another miss by Detroit. A couple minutes into this one. There we go. And I want to see you guys get interactive in the chat as well. That's how we make these streams more fun, especially during the playoffs. Let's talk about the playoffs. Let's talk about the draft. To no surprise today, Cooper Flagg declared for the draft. Tried to tell you guys that for the last 3 months. People were like, yo, RB, Cooper Flagg's going to stay in college. I'm like, no, he's not. When you're a number 1 pick, you don't stay in college, man. You go get your money. And, yeah. He's going to get a Supermax probably one day if he plays the course here. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns against Tobias Harris. Karl-Anthony Towns blows by Tobias left in the dust, and the Knicks lead it 6-4. Let's get these little scoreboards up here. Cade fouled down the other end. Cade, like I said, needs to play a good game tonight. Members, keep those emojis flowing through the chat. If you guys want to become a member and support me, go ahead and hit that link pinned in the chat. A couple bucks a month. Get all the emojis, exclusive perks, merch discounts, and more. Let's see who we got in the chat. Don Boyle, what's up, brother? Busy B, what's up? Banj, what's up? We got all the diehards in the chat. Appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for showing up, as always. Doran lays one in, and it's knotted at 6. That's why I love this community, man. You guys show up no matter what. Could be middle of free agency, middle of the season. You guys are going to be here no matter what. Brunson turns, kicks it back, and throws it to nobody. It's turned over right into the first row. New York fans, after the game won, I saw a video of them going crazy outside of Madison Square Garden like they had just won the chip. They never learn, do they? They do the same thing every year. Same thing they were doing against the Hawks a couple years ago. Here's Jalen Duren. Cade going to come from a dribble handoff. Now Hardaway, and Hardaway going to get whistled for a foul with the push-off. We got Lamont in the chat. What's up, Lamont? Paradise, what's up? We got Clint Kreitz. Clint, what's up, bro? Another great channel member in the house. We got 75 people in here. Do me a favor. Get us to 75 likes. Get us up to 100 likes, man. Let's do it so we can wake up the neighbors. That's why I wore the t-shirt. Brunson going to float one up and got the bounce. Thompson hits the deck. Got up a little bit shaky. Here's Cade Cunningham. Wonder if Tobias is going to score a bucket tonight or if he's going to go quiet. Here's Cade down the hill, goes up, turns, and missed it. I don't like Cade's shot selection so far. He's got to pick his spots better. Hart, Euro step, kicks it back. Tobias trying to poke it away, and then he's pushed and then out of bounds. Definitely was a push on Brunson. They're not going to call it, though. Or did they call it? Tobias was like batting it up. Nope, it's going to be New York Knicks ball. They lead it by 2. It's 8-6. 7:18 to go here in the first quarter. Josh Hart has it. He's going to find Karl-Anthony Towns. Back to Josh Hart. Drives the lane. Stuffed by Doran. What a play. What a way to get back. Cade down the floor. They have an advantage. Hardaway, corner 3. Tobias wide open. He got it. Tobias. Jalen Brunson at the top. He's guarded. Comes around a screen. Blows by Hardaway. High off the glass and beautifully kissed it in. Knicks back up by 1. We did stream game 1 of this series. It was a lot of fun, so I decided to come back for game 2. Let me know if you guys want me to stream this entire series. Here's Cade Cunningham switched on to Bridges one-on-one. Cade posting him up at the high post. He turns to his right, and he was stripped. Gets the ball back, throws it down to Duren. No time on the shot clock. Hardaway at 3. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by New York, and here comes Karl-Anthony Towns. Cat looked like he walked, but throws it up. Wild shot and gets it to fall. Big time shot by Karl-Anthony Towns. Dom says, flippy floppy Brunson. What's up, Dom? Lamont says, I really needed you on the Pistons game, RB clutch. TMB, what's up? Leo, what's going on? Score is 12-9. Let's see if our scoreboard will update. See, the problem is my game is right in between these two scoreboards. Thompson shuffling it, loses it, gets it back, and puts it right up and in. 12-11 is the score, which is also on the screen. Here's Jalen Brunson. Brunson coming around a screen, going to dribble, kick. Anunoby from the corner. Can't get it to fall. Doran picks it up, and here come the Pistons. Cade driving down the floor. 4-on-4. Cade goes 1-on-1. Got it. Scooped it right in. Pistons take the lead. Will you do the Clippers-Nuggets series? Yeah. I will probably do a couple games. At least one, maybe, depending on the time slots. This week I'll be covering the NFL draft, so I'm not sure what games I'll do yet. As Cat goes with a nice double spin there, up and in. I do want to do some of the Clippers-Nuggets games, though. I probably won't do it tonight. Cade coming around a screen. He's going to dribble, pull up mid-range. Got the bounce. Cade off to a pretty good start now. RB, we must do Warriors games, please. Yeah, I'm going to do the Warriors-Rockets on Wednesday night. Bridges taps one in, reverse layup. That was a nice finish. Nice play by Mikal Bridges. We got 75 people in the chat, 35 likes. Come on, man. The only way we get this out to more viewers is if we go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. So, ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Welcome into the show. Even if you're not a Sixers fan, I cover the NBA as well. So I'm in here doing this for you guys. We're going to do a lot of the playoff games. Hope y'all are doing well. How are you guys feeling about the playoffs so far? It's been a lot of blowouts, actually. Dom says, yo, Aaron Nola is trash. Did he give up runs already? Please do the whole series. It'll be fun watching you Philly fans cry about the Knicks. See, that's where, again, where you're wrong. Like, nobody cares about the Knicks. We know they're not winning the finals. They got a lucky matchup here in the Pistons, who, by the way, almost beat them in game 1. So before worrying about Philly fans in the finals, you might want to worry about actually winning a couple series, because we all know the Knicks are pretenders and they can't beat any good teams. And it would be pretty funny if the Pistons come back and beat them. Busy Bee says, let's go Pistons. Paradise says, what about the Lakers? Yeah, I'm going to try to do at least one game of each series. Then once we get into the second round, I'm going to do even more games. But also for my Sixer fans out there, we'll be doing some draft videos. We'll be doing some, live streams here and there. May 12th, we will be doing an NBA draft lottery stream, which will give us the confirmation whether the Sixers get their pick or not. And then we can start to make like really good draft videos. But yeah, so we got a lot of content in the chamber. What I need you guys to do is keep supporting us on all platforms, man. 80 people in the chat. Like the show. Get us up to 100, man. Let's go. I'm trying to hit the air horn. Paradise says, I'm a Wolves, OKC, Detroit, and Rockets fan. You can't be a fan of 4 teams, bro. You got to pick one. You have to pick one. My brother says he's a Sixers fan, then he cheers for the Knicks and Celtics in the playoffs. Yeah, he's not a Sixers fan. He's not a Sixers fan. Do you have a May 12th party? Yeah, we got a draft lottery party, man. It's going to be an interesting live stream. We'll be on the edge of our seats seeing where the Sixers get their draft pick at. Dude, you made a whole video about the Knicks. Yeah, because I can, bro. I can do whatever I want. Don't you understand that? People still watch the videos. You tap into the streams. You tap into the videos. All I do is tell the Knicks fans the truth. They're pretenders. They're pretenders. All these Knicks fans come flying into my streams. Random Sixers streams. It'll be Sixers versus Bulls. We have Knicks fans in there crying because they need the attention. Because they don't get it from their own creators. They don't get it from anybody because they know they're pretenders, man. Anyway, I'm excited for this series. My boy B-Ball Paul entering the game. Let's go, B-Ball Paul. Shout out to B-Ball Paul in the game against the Knicks. Tobias Harris guarded by Mikal Bridges. Schroeder's in the game for the Pistons along with B-Ball Paul. Here's Malik Beasley for the first time. Finds a cutting Reed. Reed goes up, reverse lay, and it rimmed out. Paul Reed missed the layup. Here's Bridges in transition for 3. That one's off the mark. Tobias picks it up, and he's running the floor. Tobias going all the way, and he's poked down the other end. And then the Knicks throw it away. So Paul Reed misses the reverse lay. Tobias gets plucked on the fast break, and then the Knicks turn it over. Let's go, boy. Shout out to my guy, Paul. I'm only here for entertainment purposes. Watching your shows are entertaining. I know I am entertaining. And by the way, it's here, H-E-R-E, so might want to take a little class on that. Cade going to step back for 2, and that one bounces in. Cade off to a good start now. He's got 6. Here's Mikal Bridges. 3:50 to go in quarter number 1. Bridges going to one bounce to Mitchell Robinson in for the first time. Robinson guarded by Paul Reed. Here's Josh Hart. Hart switches on to Reed. He's going to pull up from the high post, and that one's off the mark. Cade Cunningham going to find Tobias to the corner. Here's a 3-ball from Schroeder, and that one's off the rim. Pistons lead by 1. Here's Jalen Brunson going to dribble, drive, turn, spin. Brunson back out to Hart. Hart guarded by Schroeder. 10 on the shot clock. Hart dribbles in against Tobias, kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby against Cade. He steps back for 2. Can't get it to fall. Picked up by the Pistons, and they're running the floor. Cade all the way up the coast and lays it up and in. Pistons lead it by 3. 3 minutes to go here in the first. All my channel members, I need you guys to drop some fires in the chat. All my diehards, drop some fuegos in the chat. Here's Jalen Brunson, mid-range. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Cade, and here come the Pistons. Schroeder going to find Cade Cunningham. He dribbles, drives, finds Reed. It's plucked. Knicks pick it up, and here they come. 4 on 3. Brunson, one bounce. Bridges all the way for the slamma-jamma. 19-18 is our score. 2:10 to play. Here's Tobias posting up against Josh Hart. Tobias going to turn, fade, a 2. He got it. 21-18 is our ball game right now. 2 minutes to go here in the first. So once again, we have another tight game here to begin this series. Game number 2. Knicks lead at 1-0 in the series. Here's Brunson. He turns, spins, finds a space, kicks it to the corner. Bridges another 3. That one does not fall. Here come the Pistons. Cade running the floor. 1 on 3. Cade goes barreling into Brunson, and it's a blocking foul on Jalen Brunson. Cade going to the line for 2. Estelle says, this is the first stream of yours. I'm not watching the Sixers. Missing the playoffs can end up being a blessing. Hopefully they get that draft pick. Is the arena packed? Yeah, it looks pretty packed. We got Clint in the chat. Don Boyle, what's up? Busy B. Bange, Lamont, what's good? Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the NBA Playoff Game Day live show. We'll give you the coverage all game long. Do me a favor, like this stream, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Get us up to 100 likes. Let's push this out to more viewers. That's the way we do it. Nico Harrison spoke to the media today and made it so much worse for himself. Don't understand why he continued to do that, but Nico, he's just a mess, man. He's a mess. You want to look at a franchise that's run horribly? Look at the Dallas Mavericks. What do you guys think about the playoffs so far? Who has surprised you? Who has looked exactly how you thought they would look? What do we think so far about the NBA playoffs? Are they fun? Are they boring? What do you guys think? Trev says Pistons are looking good. Bange says watching the game with a drink, popcorn, and mini hoop is too enjoyable. Should start doing it. Hey, that's a vibe, man. That's a vibe. But yeah, let me know if you guys want me to keep streaming these games, man. Like I said, once we get into the second and third rounds and the finals, we'll definitely be streaming more. But we streamed game 1 on Saturday night. It was a fun game to watch. A lot of intensity. Really good game. Tomorrow night, I don't know if we'll stream any, but Wednesday I'm planning to do the Warriors and Rockets game. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm going to be covering the NFL draft for my Eagles channel. But, yeah, man. Lakers loss surprised me. Yeah, how about that beatdown? Like I said, the Timberwolves, I still don't feel like they're championship caliber, but it just seems like they can flip the switch on in the playoffs. And, you know, I think the Lakers got hit with like, damn, we weren't ready for that, you know? Now, to be honest, I mean, are the Timberwolves going to shoot the way they did every single game? No. But, I mean, it's just, for me, you can have good shooting nights, right? Like, you're not going to shoot the way they did every game. But to me, it's about kicking it into that gear defensively. I saw the Pistons do that the other night. I saw the Timberwolves do that. Like, there's just something about, like, really being able to turn it on as a unit. And yeah, just from what I saw, like they have the ability to do that, which is interesting. Clint says OKC showing how well balanced the team is, great depth. Man, that game was crazy. I know the Grizzlies are not that good, right? They fired their coach, 9 games left in the season, but yo, to be down 60 or 55 in a playoff game, there should be a mercy rule. You shouldn't even be allowed to play anymore after that. Like, that was crazy, man. You want to talk about a beatdown? Holy smokes. Guess they challenged that call and it didn't stand. Anyway, here are the Pistons. 21-18 is our score. Cade going to drive, spin, lost it off the foot. Who is it out on? They're going to say Knicks basketball. Guys, we got 90 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the show, subscribe to the show. Get us up to 100 likes. You can't judge by one game, says Band. That's true. It's true. It's only game 1, game 2 of the series. McBride going to find Bridges. Bridges guarded by Asar Thompson coming around a screen. He's going to dribble, kick it back. There's McBride, excuse me, pulls up the 2, can't get it to fall. Cade has the board. Cade down the floor. Duren smacked on the arm by Cam Payne, who was an unsung hero in game number 1. Former Sixer Cam Payne was an absolute microwave for the Knicks in the fourth quarter the other night. I think he had 11 in the fourth and 14 total. Knicks don't have much bench depth. They can't rely on Landry, Shaman, and Cam Payne all the time, but boy, Cam Payne was incredible. Busy B says, math ain't math, and y'all hit the like button. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all are sitting in here. Hit the thumbs up. Let's go. This pushes out to more viewers if you enjoy this content. Hit that thumbs up button, man. 57 seconds to go here in the first, and the free throws are good. Pistons lead it by 5. Here's OG Anunoby. He's going to find Shamet in for the first time. And Shamet threw it to nobody, and it is turned over. Once again, the Knicks playing sloppy basketball early on here in game 2. Here's the inbound to Cade Cunningham. Cade tried to find Beasley. He does. Here's Doran. Knicks getting aggressive here on defense beyond the perimeter. Here's Cade, the drive, pulls it up mid-range. Doran tried to tap it in, couldn't get it to go. Man, the Pistons really are ferocious on the glass, though. Like, they do not give up, which is fun to watch. Payne driving the floor, bobbles it, lost it, smacked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Knicks. Payne wanted a foul. Pistons lead at 23-18. RB, are you streaming the Clippers and Nuggets game? No, I'm not today. Not today, but we will end up streaming at least one of the games in that series. Preferably the game when the Clippers get bounced, and I get to enjoy that with the fans. But I don't know. Maybe the Clippers will win 4-1 now because I said that. You guys think the Clippers are going to win that series? Be honest. Because I think they showed us in game 1 exactly who they are. They're going to make it look good at first. They're going to have flashy quarters, but I just don't think they can win that series. Unless Kawhi goes crazy. Here's Mitchell Robinson going to hand it off to Cam Payne. He slips and slides and falls. Cam Payne on the floor trying to roll it out. He does. McBride off balance at 3. Can't get it to go. Robinson gives him another chance, though. 5 seconds. Poked away by Tobias and out of bounds. The Pistons are back to playing ferocious defense. They are all over the New York Knicks. Swarming like flies, man. Tell you what, man. This Pistons team has a bright future if they keep playing like this. This is a team that believes in their coach. Okay, drives down the floor, gets double teamed. He's hacked, and we have a foul as Schroeder gets tossed across the hardwood. All I saw was Schroeder getting tossed around like a freaking beach ball. Dang, man. Anunoby shoved him out of the way with one arm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 85 people in the chat. Do me a favor, get this up to 85 likes. Come on, hit that thumbs up. I'm out here giving you guys this content for free. We're live streaming these games, having fun. Do me a favor, like the stream for us, man. Schroeder going to knock down the first. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's play a game in the chat right now. Give me your finals prediction. All right, give me your two teams that you think are going to make the finals. And give me your hottest, boldest take of the playoffs. What's a hot take that you think is going to happen in these playoffs? Doesn't have to be this round, but just in general. It could be a player, a team, whatever. Payne tries to full court heave it, and he was blocked. The Pistons played incredible defense in that first quarter. Similar look to last game. They just are not letting the Knicks really get free at all. Ladies and gentlemen, give me your finals predictions in the chat right now, and give me your hottest take for the NBA playoffs. Once again, be sure to like the show, subscribe to the show. We are here live streaming every game here of this series. At least for now, we'll see how it goes, but giving you guys this extra coverage, man, and just having some fun with the community. So give me your thoughts in the playoffs. Let's get everybody interactive. Let's have some fun with it. I'm going to give you guys my picks as well, but I want to give a shout out to BetUS TV. Shout out to BetUS TV. Go give them a follow on their social platforms, their sites, and go check them out for your daily sports news coverage and content. Go check out BetUS TV. Let's see. Thunder versus Celtics NBA Finals. Banches Thunder versus Pistons. Pistons making the chip. I guess that's the bold take. Let's go, man. Pistons in the finals? That would be insane. That would be nuts. Thunder versus Celtics. Cavs versus Thunder. SGA playoff MVP with a win over the Celtics. Yeah, I picked the Celtics and the Thunder to make it, but I did pick the Celtics to win it, but I'll tell you what, man, the Thunder look really good. I've been high on the Thunder all season. I hate it. I despise it because of how they got to that result. You know, they got to that point. They got to that point by doing what the Sixers did, never getting in trouble and amplifying it times a million. But the difference is that they drafted the correct players, you know? Like if the Sixers had drafted the correct players, they would be the same as the Thunder. But they just missed on a lot of those picks that they had tanked for. So yeah, now the Thunder are the best team in the NBA, and they could potentially get the Sixers first round pick. Like, that would be insane, to be honest, if they do that. Rick Bennett with a $5 super chat. Rick, what's up? Rick, what's up, my man? Longest standing channel member on the channel. Rick Bennett says, yo, RB, appreciate the grind. What's up, Rick? I appreciate you, man. If the rest of you guys and gals appreciate the grind, be sure to like the stream so we can get this out to more viewers. Having fun with my people on a Monday night, chopping it up. Pistons versus Knicks, game 2. Don Boyle says, Warriors make the West final. I could see that. Warriors are good. The Warriors are very good. Sixers Sam in the house. What's up, Sixers Sam? Another great channel member says, smash the like button. I don't understand, man. We got, 40 people in here that haven't hit the thumbs up? What are y'all waiting for, man? Hit that thumbs up, man. Lexi in the chat, another great channel member. Fire Take Goat in the house. Let's go. Shouts to the members, man. We're talking to JB Bickerstaff now. Pistons have not won a playoff game since 2008. That is a long time in between winning playoff games. We get mad about the Sixers not winning a second round playoff series. Imagine not winning a playoff game in what, 17 years? Like, dang, man. Three ball is missed. The Pistons get another rebound, though. Doran is all over it. Tobias again. Can't get it to fall. Missed both. Here are the New York Knicks. Miles McBride with the rock. He's going to drive. Steps through. Beautiful play. Just beautiful footwork, and he floats it up and in. Pistons lead it by 5. Here's Dennis Schroeder. He's going to cross over, drive down the lane, go all the way up, and he missed it. But it's going to be a goaltend. Goaltending on Karl-Anthony Towns. Pistons leading it by 7. 27-20 is our score. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns posting up Tobias. Cat in the block. He's going to turn. Cat fadeaway over Tobias. Can't get it to go. Knicks get the rebound, though. Here's Deuce McBride. Finds Payne. Pump fake. Dribble. Drive. High up into the air. Floats it up. And Robinson could not tap it in. Knicks sputtering on offense all game so far. Here's Beasley, the dribble handoff, and he drills the 3. The Pistons lead it by 10.
He's on fire!
Pistons are going off right now, man. Notice how these little Knicks trolls disappear, right? They didn't come into the stream last time until it was, 5 minutes left, and they just took the lead. They disappear. Because they know what they are. They're like the Knicks team. Frauds. Cat turns, floats it up, and in. Cat's the only one doing anything right now for the Knicks. 2 minutes into this second quarter, Pistons have a real chance to stomp on them right now. Here is Schroeder. Finds Doran, back to Schroeder. Schroeder at the top, guarded by McBride. Here's Dennis Schroeder. Coming around the screen. Going to dribble. Use his body. Push off. Step back. Rolls out. There's Campaign down the other end, finds Cat. Cat guarded by Tobias. He's going to dribble in. Getting aggressive with him. Cat going all the way, and he is fouled on the floor. $2 super chat from our guy, Philly for Life. Says, what up, big dog? Philly for Life, what's good? What's up, Philly for Life? Thank you for being here, man. Appreciate the love. Ladies and gentlemen, get us up to 100 likes, man, so we can push this through the algo. We don't usually stream other games, so we need your guys' help, man. Philly for Life, thanks for the love, man. Thanks for being here. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns, guarded by Tobias Harris. Here's the dribble, the spin, floats it up, missed it. Robinson, the tap, no good as well, and he is fouled on the rebound. That'll be on the rookie, Ron Holland II. Double zeros. Credit to JB Bickerstaff, man. Like, the job that he did to turn around this team. I mean, last year the Pistons had the longest losing streak in NBA history. That was last year, right? Monty Williams gets fired. Guy's getting paid for the next 5 years. Brunson for 3. He drills it. That was crazy stuff, man. And look at what he did this year. Schroeder going to find Tobias. Toby at the top comes around the screen. He dribbles, drives. Tobias all the way and in. Tobias Harris with 7 points now, 14 minutes. Hey, I mean, he's doing what he can. Doing a lot more than the Sixers did last year. Or at least what he did with the Sixers last year. Robinson going to hand it off to McBride, coming around a screen, pushes off of Schroeder, drives all the way, stuffed at the rim. Robinson gets the board. Brunson in the corner for the trifecta, and he gets it to go again. Back-to-back for Jalen Brunson. It's 32-28. Brunson with 10 points early now. Schroeder for three. He answers. Big time shot. Puts the Pistons back up by 7. Here's Brunson around the screen. Crosses over. Drive. Steps back. Brunson another 3. It's short. Couldn't get the three-peat. Beasley. Holland. Drives baseline. He was shoved and fouled. Let's go, chat. I want to see you guys getting active up in here, man. I want to see you guys getting active, man. Come on, you guys want to have some fun or what? Let's go, man. Guys, we're still dropping content every single day. So it's important. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of it. You don't want to miss anything, man. Make sure you guys turn on them noties. Members, let's see those emojis in the chat. Let's go. Everybody hit the thumbs up button, man. Get us to 100 likes. Banches, we might get 1,000 people in the chat during the lottery just because the Jazz, Wizards, Sixers, Hornets, and a bunch of other teams are going to want to hear it. Yeah, plus we'll probably be on the edge of our seats for 20 minutes or whatever it is. It's going to be crazy. First time streaming the draft lottery. Beasley steps back, floats it up, and another foul. 4 minutes into this second quarter, it's 35-28, and now Beasley going to the line for a pair. Let's go, man. Let's go, chat. Like I said, if you want me to keep streaming these games, we got to get more people up in here, man. The way we do that is pushing it through the algo. I'll be making some videos over the next couple of weeks about, you know, what the Sixers should do if they get their pick and what their mentality should be, like what position they should draft and all that. So we'll get into all that, man. We have time. Bridges going to one bounce to Brunson. Brunson off the dribble. He's going to pull it up mid-range. Can't get it to fall. Here come the Detroit Pistons. Tobias, corner 3. Beasley wide open. Missed it. And Tobias taps it in on the offensive rebound. What? 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 Brunson to Karl-Anthony Towns. Cat against Tobias. Cat gonna spin, drive. Josh Hart against B-Ball Paul. Back to Bridges wide open and hits it. Tough one at the end of the shot clock. Three ball from Cade. Cha-ching! Oh, yeah. Cade Cunningham came ready to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Cade Cunningham came ready to play. Where's all those Knicks fans at, man? They were all chirping in here 5 minutes ago. B-Ball Paul steals it away. Here come the Pistons, and the Knicks take it right back. Bridges, Brunson, Anunoby drives the lane. Cat goes up. He's wide open for a dunk. Timeout. JB Bickerstaff wants to switch something up there, but still a pretty dominant performance so far. Pistons leading it by 9. What happened, Knicks fans? You guys don't want to say anything now? Because you're losing? Sounds like Knicks fans. Just like they were out there after game 1 acting like they just won the NBA Finals after beating the Pistons one time. That was pretty funny. All right, who do we have in the chat, man? If you guys are up in here rocking with us, drop an emoji, drop a comment. How are we feeling in the chat? Dom says, let's get active and aggressive. What's up, chat? What's up, man? I need you guys in here. Trying to think what else happened, man. Oh, yeah, DeMar DeRozan got in an altercation with a fan. A fan tried to walk up to DeMar DeRozan while he was eating dinner and flashed a light in his face. DeMar sent that boy to the ground real quick. RB, where are the Knicks fans? We know where they're at, man. They're sitting in here not saying anything because that's what they do when they start getting their butts whooped. They're in here all talking heavy, chirping, and then when they start getting a beat down, they're like, oh, we were never there. They're just sitting there with the stream on. Such a shame we have to watch these other teams. Hey, man, it is what it is. I'm here enjoying this, having fun with the best community in the world. Banj, what's going on, man? We got 63 likes. Get us to 100. Hopefully, Sixers make it back to the playoffs next season. What do you guys think? Will the Sixers make the playoffs next season, yes or no? I think my prediction would be yes. I think they will. I think they will. This has been the hardest season to cover this team, but hey, if it had to hit a new low like this, hopefully they reward us by giving us playoff coverage next season. This is the first season I didn't get to do Sixers playoff games. Feels weird not having the Sixers in the playoffs, but is Isaiah Stewart out? Yeah, he is out. Isaiah Stewart is out tonight. I don't know why. I don't know what his injury was, but that definitely will hurt the Pistons, though. They need that toughness. So once again, this is where the Pistons really need to keep laying it on. Now, B-Ball Paul is pretty much playing all of Isaiah Stewart's minutes tonight. They're going to need to continue to keep it where it's at now and get Cade back in, let him cook. Cade needs to go for like 30 in this game. Knicks are 2 for 11 from long range. Pistons sitting at 4 for 9. Cade with the rock. He's guarded by OG Anunoby. Pistons under the rim. Here's Thompson. He gets plucked again. And then a foul on Thompson. Sar Thompson's got to buckle in here, man. Sar Thompson needs to chill out and just play his game. Thompson's getting a little bit too hectic in these first couple games. A little bit too erratic. 6:17 to go here in the second. Brunson with the ball. He's guarded by Sar Thompson. Finds Bridges. Bridges guarded by Beasley. Bridges swings it over. Karl-Anthony Towns from the wing. He's blocked by B-Ball Paul. What a block. JB Bickerstaff going to his boy on the bench. Paul Reed stepping in and doing his thing. Here's the inbound. Hart back to Brunson. Dribbling, driving, steps back against Hardaway for 3. What a shot by Jalen Brunson. Got it on the step back. Here's Cade Cunningham down the other end. He's going to cross over, working against Bridges. Dribbles, drives, reverse layup. Got it to scoop in. Beautiful play there by Cade Cunningham. Here's OG Anunoby down in the block. He's going to turn. Anunoby spins. Guarded by Cade. Anunoby to Cat. Stolen away. Thompson with the hands. Here comes B-Ball Paul. Dribbling, driving, one bounce, and then Paul throws it away. Back to the Knicks. And Paul Reed goes barreling into Brunson. Gives him a little shove. Series is getting very physical, man. Very aggressive here in this series. So the Pistons lead at 44-35. 5:15 to go here in the second. Brunson with the rock. He's guarded by Tobias Harris, and it dribbles off the leg of Jalen Brunson. It's going to be turned over. Good defense by Tobias. It's back to the Pistons. Cade gonna drive, floats it up, and he's fouled. Cool J says, I'm saving my stuff for after the game. I want the Pistons to lock in. Rollins has got to know. You got to pick one. Who would you rather win, Knicks or Celtics? That's a tough question. That's a tough question, man. I'd have to go. I don't want either one to win, but I don't know, man. I'd rather the Celtics win than the Knicks. As crazy as it sounds, as much as I hate the Celtics, they already won one. I don't want to see the Knicks win. Knicks are already unbearable, and they can't even get out of the second round. They celebrate like they win the championship after winning game 1 of the playoffs. So, yeah. And the Knicks aren't winning anything anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. Jalen Brunson going to spin, go behind the back. Brunson around a screen. Brunson into Robinson. Robinson. And it's taken away again. The Pistons active on the defensive end. They just can't give up a 21-0 run tonight in the fourth quarter. Here's Cade Cunningham against Josh Hart. Cade going to drive downhill all the way. Goes up and missed it. And a foul on Josh Hart. Tell you what, man, especially after last year's playoffs, even though they did help a lot of my content go viral, Knicks fans honestly are starting to approach like Dallas Cowboy fans territory. I'll be honest with you. Now, Cowboys fans have been on the back burner for the last couple years because they're completely irrelevant, which has been funny to see. Like, they just disappeared out of nowhere. They're still delusional, but they disappeared a lot. But yeah, like, Knicks fans are right up there now. Guys, we got over 90 people in the chat. Hit the like button. Get us to 100 likes. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button, man. Get us up to that 100, man. Let's go. We need to get more people in the chat. That's how we do it. Cade going to knock down the second. It's a pair. 48-35. Ladies and gentlemen, I think the Rockets had, what, like 34 at halftime or something like that yesterday. It was brutal. Knicks are right there tonight. 4:19 to play in the first half. Nice defense by Hardaway Jr. Right at the point of attack. Here's Brunson going to find Hart. Kicks it back out. Anunoby. Anunoby spins. Pistons collapse. Anunoby all the way. Goes up and in with the finger roll. Cade Cunningham's got 17 points on the night so far. He's having a great game. Tobias, one bouncer. Here's Thompson. He turns in the post, puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Duren taps it out. Anunoby picks it up. Here come the Knicks. Anunoby drives, spins, kicks it back. Hard has it. Dude, the Pistons are making these boys flustered. Tobias, the steal. Hardaway in transition for three. He missed it. Tobias, the offensive rebound. Cade driving down the hill, goes all the way. Missed the layup. And the Knicks pick it up. But they are working right now. Here's Jalen Brunson against Tobias. Brunson kicks it out. Hart for three. He hits it. 48-40 is our score. 3:15 to go in the first half. Pistons have not scored in almost 3 minutes. They need to keep it up right here. Cade Cunningham scanning the floor, picked up his dribble. He's going to find Duren. Duren working against Robinson, and he reached in and he was fouled. Tell you what, man, you know, they say like a coach can't be everything, right? Like obviously you need the star players, you need the stars, and I agree with that. As we're seeing again here with the Pistons, you need young athletes, guys who can jump, guys who can run quick. break out into the fast break. But when you're not a championship caliber team, right? Like when you don't have enough big time players to be a championship contender, a coach can definitely help coach up some of these young guys. And right now, based on what I'm seeing out of the Pistons, you could just tell that they're very well coached, right? They're like a well-oiled machine. Everybody's collapsing. Everybody's crashing the glass. Everybody's quick out into the break. Everybody's picking up matchups at the point of attack. Everybody's switching. Everybody's like locked in defensively as a unit. And it just gives off signs that the Pistons are very well coached. They really are. If you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. Give me your thoughts on this game so far. How do we feel about this one? What do you think's going to happen? Pistons have been impressive tonight again. Pistons have been very impressive. That's my takeaway so far. And again, I think they're playing with house money. Like I don't think they have a lot to really prove, you know, like they're a good story, they're a good feel. They're playing good. Why didn't Tobias play like this with the Sixers? I mean, again, I think we have to take it with a grain of salt. Not trying to take anything away from Tobias, but he's got 9 points. We'll see how many points he finishes the game with. But I think, is he playing better these first two games? Yes. Has he done this all season? No. He's averaged 13 points a game this season. But the thing about Tobias is that he's in a small market. No bright lights. Fans don't really care. They haven't won a playoff game in 17 years. So the thing about Tobias is that, like, nobody even remembers Tobias until this series, you know? That's why he's here. Like, he doesn't have the same type of pressure. He doesn't have the same level of intensive pressure on his back that he did here in Philly. Like, they were relying on him to be the third option, whereas now he's kind of just another guy. But he's getting paid to be the guy. He's their highest paid player, but that's because they had to hit the cap floor. They had to give out salary. That's why they gave him so much money. But we'll see if Tobias can keep it up this series. Like I said, I want this Pistons team to win this series. That'd be amazing. See if they could do it, though. They definitely have to win this game. Alrighty, so Jalen Duren heading to the stripe. 3 minutes to go in this first half. The Pistons lead it by 8. This is the Playoff Game Day live show. We give you the live game coverage every single game. Doing some extra playoff streams now that the Sixers are not in the playoffs. So we're just having some fun out here. Cade was 17 tonight. Impressive. Duren going to knock down a pair at the stripe. Pistons lead it by 10. This is where it's primarily been most of the game. They've been up about 8 or 10. Knicks have not had one free throw yet, which is pretty interesting considering they are at home. Pistons are perfect from the line. 12 for 12. And the Knicks have not hit a free throw yet. Brunson going to drive the floor, floats it high up into the air and got it to go. Brunson wanted the foul, didn't get it. This is interesting, man. You know the Knicks are going to be whining about this. No free throws. Schroeder with the ball. He's guarded by Brunson. Going to find Duren. Duren guarded by Robinson. 2:12 to go here in the first half. Cade around a screen. Cade going to dribble, drive, hits the corner. Tobias, quick three. Just missed it. Hart brings it up the floor. He's going to dump it to Bridges. Bridges was getting going early. They went away from him. Here's Josh Hart back to Bridges. Bridges guarded by Hardaway Jr. One-on-one. Here's Mikal Bridges. He's posting up. He's going to turn, fade, the baseline. Got the bounce and the roll. Wow, perfect spin on the ball. Falls through the hole. Bridges up to 10 points on the evening. It's a 6-point game. Schroeder going to turn, spin, take it back. Here's Duren. Now Schroeder. Schroeder going to find some space, puts it up and drilled it. The midi goes. It's 52-44. 1:20 to go here in the second quarter. Brunson guarded by Schroeder. Brunson trying to draw a foul. He just elbowed him in the balls. Nothing called. Pistons get the rebound. 1:10 to go. Here's Tobias up the floor. Toby going to drive, spin, kick. Doran, Cade for three. And that one rolled off the rim. 52-44. Here's Brunson. Brunson to the corner. Bridges spots up a three. He hits. We got a play-by-play with JJ Raid in the chat. Let's go! We'll give you guys some shout-outs in a second. 40 seconds to play in this first half. Cade guarded by Hart, all up in his grill, almost threw it away. Tobias Harris picks it up. 4, 3, 2, Cade dribbles, drives, and gets the whistle at the last second. So the Knicks have still not been to the free throw line. And the Pistons are going back. Shout out to David in the chat. Shout out to Seriously Larry, Drazzy, Lou. What's up, everybody? Play-by-play with JJ says, hope you had a good Easter, my friend. Thank you, my man. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate all that you do for the community. Shout out to my guy, Play-by-play with JJ. Philip, what's up, man? Thanks for tapping in. If you guys are just coming through, make sure to like the show. Hit the sub button. Let's go, man. Let's go. Of course, if you guys are on my channel and have not checked out Play-by-Play with JJ, definitely go check them out. All of us Philly creators, man, we're just trying to provide the content for you guys. I usually don't stream a lot of other games till we get to the playoffs. But I cover the Sixers and the Eagles all year long over on this channel and A to Z Sports Philadelphia. So those are my two channels. That's where you guys can check me out. Also on the Bleacher Report app and on all social medias as well. Pistons finally missed a free throw. They went 1 for 2. It's 53-47, 20 seconds to go in this game 2, first half. Brunson going to spin, and they finally called a foul. It's going to be a push. Are they in the bonus? I think they are. Schroeder didn't like the call. Brunson's flopping like a fish. Dude, that's a crazy foul call. Drazzy says, been subbed, but I like the stream. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Michael says, I subbed and gave a like. Michael, you're the man. Thank you. Welcome to the family, man. Dom, thanks for dropping the links. Those are all my social links there in the chat, as well as my Eagles channel. Michael says, thanks for doing the Phillies game for JJ a week ago. Yes, sir, man. Happy to fill in. You guys were great over there. Apparently, I got some baseball broadcasting in me, too. I don't know how he does it, though. It's a lot of games. I don't know if I could do 162. I already do 82. 162 is a lot. Brunson at the line, and he's going to knock down the second. So the Knicks hit their first 2 free throws of the game. 15 seconds to go. Shot clock unplugged. 4-point game. Final shot coming up for Detroit. Cade drives, crossover, goes up with it, got it through traffic. Just a beautiful first half out of Cade Cunningham. He's got 20 points. Bridges at the buzzer, no good. Detroit leads it by 6. Cade Cunningham with a solid 20-piece. 20-7 at halftime for Cade Cunningham. Wow. Talk about bouncing back from game 1. I forget how many he had in game 1, but he has had an amazing performance tonight. Can the Pistons pull off a W? They're going to need him to keep going. They're going to need some of these role players to step up, though. You look at the Knicks. Bridges has 13, Brunson 17, and Cat with 10. Pistons are getting that Cade production, but Tobias with 9, Schroeder with 9. Beasley's got to get going off the bench. Welcome into the NBA Playoff Game Day Live Show. I'm RB. I cover the Sixers, but also the NBA as a whole. So do me a favor, like the stream if you just are popping in here so we can get this out to more viewers in the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100 likes. Let's go, man. How are we feeling about this game? Drop it right now in the chat. Give me your honest prediction. Who do you think is going to win this game? Give me your honest, bold take predictions. Who do you think's going to win this basketball game? What will the final score be? Give me your final score predictions in the comments. I want to know what you think. I want to know your honest opinions. I want to know your honest opinions. Give me your thoughts in the chat right now. Also, another shout out to BetUS TV. Go check them out on all their socials, man. Check out their platforms. Get your daily news, content coverage, and updates from BetUS TV. Appreciate them partnering with us, man. Go check them out on IGX and their site. RB, when are the Sixers draft prospect videos coming? Well, let's see. The draft lottery is on May 12th. The NBA draft is on June 25th. So I will, over the next couple weeks, I'm going to drop a couple Sixer videos talking about the offseason, the structure of what they need to do, how they can fix things. But I'll be honest with you, man. I don't want to start dropping all my draft content until I know that the Sixers have a top pick. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to feel pretty silly if I make a couple draft prospect videos and then they don't even get the top 6 pick. You know? So I've already started my draft research. I already have next week on social media. This is why I say follow me on all platforms, right? IG, Twitter. Because I'm going to make a big board for the players that I like. I don't know if I'm going to make an actual like top list yet for the first round. I might make a second round list, but I'm going to be dropping my big board probably in the next week or two about the top, 5 or 10 players that I like. But I want to see where they get the draft pick first. So we won't have like the official breakdowns, but I'm going to give you some insights on players. So if that makes sense, hopefully it does. But I just don't want to put all my, draft pick stuff out and then they don't even get the pick. But they do have a second round pick. They do have a second round pick. So we can talk about some sleepers in the second, including one player that I used to play some ball with. We'll get into that eventually. But I'm also covering these playoff games, giving you guys the coverage you want. Let's be honest. What else can we really talk about with the Sixers right now, I mean, I can give you some draft stuff, some tidbits here and there. But it's hard to really talk about anything because Daryl Morey pretty much confirmed they're running it back. Paul George is on a max. Joel's on a max. We don't have any updates on Joel other than he had arthroscopic knee surgery. Tyrese Maxey's out for another month with a finger injury. It's like, what else can I really talk about, It's hard. Let's see. Teacher says 125, 115 Pistons. Busy Bee says Pistons need to win. Dom says, I want to see the Pistons win. Rollins says, I want to see the Pistons win this one and go into Detroit 1-1, 112 to 106. Ryan says, Toby drops 30 in the game. Jason says, come on, Detroit, please win. Jason, what's up, bro? Shout out to the members in the chat. Dom says, if Cade stays hot and the defense continues to be tremendous, then the Pistons win 114 to 109. Ban says, if we don't get the pick, I don't know what I'm going to do. If the Sixers don't get this draft pick, I might actually lose my mind, especially if it ends up at number 7. Draft lottery is going to be crazy to watch because, they do the ping pong balls and all that stuff. They do it behind the stage, which makes me a little skeptical at first. But after they come out and they reveal, they start revealing which teams are where, like they start off with number 14. So it all happens very quick, right? So the Sixers will have an idea of where they're going to land once you get through the first couple of, reveals. Because if a team that you think is going to be like 10, 11, 12, 13, like if they're not there, right, that means they probably jumped up So the Sixers want, the 14, 13, 12, 11. They want all those teams to pretty much land in the order of where they are right now. That way they don't jump up above the Sixers. If we start hearing teams jumping up, then because really the lottery is only from pick 1 to 4. Then the rest of it goes based by record, but the lottery is where it's at. And the Sixers need to get in that top 6. So we'll see. Guys, we need 12 more likes. Get us to 100 likes, man. How are we not at 100 yet? Guys are slacking in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for us. Hit that thumbs up button. Come on, man. There's another report that came out today that Elton Brand might be the leading candidate for the Hawks GM job. Hawks fired their GM Landry Fields today. I don't know why they let that guy continue as long as he did. Traded for like 10 guards at the deadline. Hawks have been irrelevant for a while. I don't know why they continue to do that. Then they fire him, and now Elton Brand is on the list. So would I be mad if Elton Brand goes to the Hawks? No, absolutely not. Thoughts on a possible A.J. Brown trade? Not happening. Definitely not happening. Talked about that on my Eagles channel today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be back in just a few moments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Give me any questions or thoughts you got in the chat, and we will get ready for the second half. Who do you think's going to win? What is your final score prediction? I think the Pistons are going to win it 108 to 105. That'll be my final score prediction. What do you guys think? Give me your thoughts. Let's get this up to the big 100 real quick. All right, y'all. I'll be back in just a moment. All right, man, we are back. We are back. Welcome on in. Chopping it up, man. Knicks, Pistons, game 2. Can the Pistons find a way to pull it off and even the series at 2? What do we think, man? Welcome on in. We got BD in the chat, Rollins, Don Boyle, Banj, Ryan Campbell, Za in the chat. What's up, Za? It's going to be an interesting one here, man. And we got the Clippers and Nuggets coming up tonight. Nuggets lead at 1-0. Dom says Devontae would be a solid number 1, but he's not AJ. Yeah, nah, you're not getting rid of AJ Brown. It's just a stupid made-up rumor, to be honest with you. It's a stupid rumor. We got Cool J in the chat. What's up, Cool J? How are we feeling, y'all? How are we feeling? How are we feeling, man? Will the Pistons surrender another 21-0 run? Or will they get it done? We will find out here in the next hour and a half. We shall see. Those dudes on the radio have nothing else to do. Yeah, it's exactly. Like, where the thing that gets me is like, it's not even like just some Joe Schmo player. Like, we're talking about a guy who just helped you win the Super Bowl. We're talking about a guy who is one of the most dominant players already in franchise history, who has put up some of the best numbers already in franchise history. So why are we trying to get rid of this guy? It makes no sense. They just try to create these stupid narratives for no reason. Like, there's just no point at all to do that. No point at all. It's just crazy, man. It's wild. I don't understand. Like, if it was a second stringer, okay, fine. But, like, really? Like, this is your own town? Your own town trying to do this to you makes no sense, man. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. So in that first half, the Pistons had 14 free throw attempts. They went 13 for 14. And the Knicks went 2 for 2. So the Knicks had no whistle in that first half. Funny. All right, ladies and gentlemen, how are we feeling? Welcome on in. Second half getting underway. Hit that thumbs up. Here we go. Second half underway here in New York. Feels like a must-win for the Pistons. There's a 3-ball from Hardaway, and he is off the mark tonight. 55-49, Pistons lead it. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns. He's going to hand it off to OG Anunoby. Anunoby going to find Brunson dribbling, driving, floats one high up into the air, and that one's way off. Here come the Pistons. Cade over to Hardaway for three. That one rolls in and out. Here come the New York Knicks. Josh Hart brings it up the floor. He's going to find Bridges. Bridges guarded by Tobias. Up to Towns. Towns guarded by Hardaway. Karl-Anthony Towns guarded by Tim Hardaway. Cat working him. Posting him up. And he's going to throw that one out of bounds. They're going to say it's out on the Pistons. So Knicks ball, no foul. So the Knicks will have another opportunity. Jalen Brunson scanning the floor. Inbounds to Hart. Back to Brunson. Brunson on the perimeter from deep. And that one rolls up and out. 3 ball, no good. And here come the Detroit Pistons. Cade going to dribble, drive, steps back, baseline, got it. Cade knocks it through. It's 57-49. Cade Cunningham, have yourself an evening. Here's Mikal Bridges guarded by Tim Hardaway. He's going to find Cat. Cat turns, puts up the three. That one is short. Toby the rebound. Here come the Pistons. Slow start here in the second half. Toby going to step back against Bridges. He's at the wing. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Cade Cunningham. Cade going to dribble, drive down the lane, goes up, missed the shot again. Here's Bridges trying to get out on the break. Bridges going all the way, pulls up for the quick three and hits. 57-52 is our score. 2 minutes into this third quarter. Here's Cade working one-on-one. He's got Bridges. They're probably going to bring a double. Here it comes. Cade drives, plucked from behind, out of bounds, going to stay with Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have not yet hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. The inbound stolen away. Bridges rushing up the floor. He goes all the way down the floor and he lost it out of bounds. We're going to say Detroit ball. Now the Knicks are arguing. We'll see what the officials say. Looked like Duren gave a little bump, tried to hide it the best that he could. Now they're going to switch it and say Knicks basketball, so it's going to be OG Anunoby inbounding from the side. He's going to find Josh Hart. Hart guarded by Duren. He's going to hand it off to Bridges. Bridges going to dribble, drive, nobody in the paint, 5 out. Here's Josh Hart, goes down the lane, floats it up, blocked but fouled by Jalen Duren. So it'll be Josh Hart grimacing a bit, and he's going to the line for 2. You guys have not yet hit that like button. We're almost to 100 likes. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Brunson not getting the regular season whistle. Yeah, as he shouldn't. My brother's here cheering for the Knicks, saying he's a Sixers fan. No, he's not. Definitely can't be. Pistons better wake up. They better wake up now if they want a chance in this game. First free throw going to be missed by Joshua Hart. And now the second one from Josh Hart, and it goes. 57-53 is our score. Cunningham with the rock. He's at the top. Now switched on to Bridges. Cunningham one-on-one. He's going to cross over. Drive. Now kick it back. Hardaway dribbling down the lane. Floats one up. One hand. No good. Thompson the rebound. He goes up and he is fouled. We have a foul festival going on right now. So now it'll be Asar Thompson, the young gun, at the line. 57-53. First one from Thompson. It does not go. And now the second one, and it does go. 1 for 2. Pistons lead it by 5. So 58-53 is our ball game. 3 minutes into this third quarter. Here's Jalen Brunson coming around the screen. He puts up the mid-range high arcing shot. No good. Knicks get it back, though. Here's Anunoby. He drives, spins, bumps off Cade. Anunoby the J, and it does not fall. Toby picks up the board, and here come the Pistons. Cade dribbling, driving up the floor. Quick trigger 3. Can't get it to go. Cat chasing down the board, and then he kicks it back to Cade. Cade to Tobias to the wing. Hardaway a 3. Can't get it to fall. Tim Hardaway Jr. is 0 for 7 on the evening. Very rough night. Here's Brunson, the sidestep, the triple. That's short. And the Pistons get it back. Thompson up the floor. He's going to scan, find Hardaway again. Down low. Tobias goes up. He's bumped and fouled by Karl-Anthony Towns. Tobias Harris to the stripe for 2. Good news about Cooper Flagg, but he can change his mind. Cooper Flagg is going to the NBA. I've been telling you guys this for 2 months now. Ryan Kalbrenner, 7-1 center in the second round will be nice. Yeah, he's going to be a interesting pick there in the second round. Probably early second. Teacher says Hardaway is holding the Pistons back. Knicks fans nervous, being quiet, watching. That's what I'm saying. They haven't been in here since they had the lead. Literally, as soon as they lost the lead early in the game, they went disappearing. Where are you at, Knicks fans? Well, you don't want to say anything now? That's fraudulent behavior. They're here when they're winning, but when they're losing, nowhere to be found. So we are about 4 minutes into this second half. It's a 7-point game after the free throws. Josh Hart going to find Mikal Bridges. Bridges at the top. He's going to dribble, drive downhill against Doran. Puts one up, missed it short. Toby the board, and here comes Detroit. Trying to extend the gap. Tobias dribbling, plucked. Hardaway picks it up. He spins back to Tobias. Tobias 1-on-1. 8 on the shot clock. He finds Thompson down in the block. Thompson goes up. He missed the shot. And the Pistons are still fighting for it. They get a third attempt. Hardaway at 3. He missed it again. A fourth attempt missed. A fifth attempt tapped in by Tobias Harris. You want to talk about relentlessness. Tobias Harris on the 5th attempt taps one in. He's got 13 on the evening. Pistons up by 9. Cat floats it up. Hart can't get the rebound. Here comes Cade, 2-on-1, floats it up. Thompson fouled. Looked like an and one. They're going to call it on the floor, but that was definitely in motion there. I mean, Cade floated it up. That's a dangerous play by Brunson. Thompson tried to oop it. He actually tapped it backwards into the rim. He might have to challenge that one. That has to be an and one. That has to be an and one. Brunson tapped him in the air. I mean, that's almost a dangerous play if you're Jalen Brunson. Looks like Bickerstaff is going to challenge because, yeah, that looked pretty blatant there. But we got 108 people in the chat, 99 on the likes. Who's going to be number 100? Hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that like button, baby. Welcome into the show, man. They're looking at it for a possible flagrant. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here every single game, breaking it all down in real time. Let's go, man. Appreciate you guys being a part of it. Let's go. How are we feeling in the chat, man? Drop some fires in the chat. We got 100 likes. It's time to wake up the neighbors. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Wake them up. Don't be a fraud, like Busy Bee says. Like the show. Let's go. Let's go, man. We're giving you this coverage live and direct. So it's not going to be a flagrant, but apparently it's going to be a clear path foul. So the Pistons will get 2 shots and retain possession of the ball. So even though it's not an and one, it's almost like a, hey, I get 2 shots and the ball back. So why not? Why not? Let's go, man. Appreciate y'all being in the chat. Pistons and Knicks game 2. We're breaking it all down. Let's have some fun, man. So it'll be Ausar Thompson, second-year player going to the line. Both he and his brother in the playoffs. Drafted back-to-back. Probably didn't think they would be in the playoffs for some time. Thompson going to miss the first one. $2 super chat from Mr. Swamp. He says, I bet $7K on the Knicks. This is awful. Well, that was an interesting decision by you. I mean, obviously the Knicks are the more talented roster, right? But Pistons are playing with some ferocity, man. They are hungry. And the Knicks are pretenders, man. So that's an interesting one by you. But hey, I'd be sweating if I were you. I would be sweating right now. That's crazy, man. Appreciate the super chat, though. So Thompson actually missed both free throws, but the Pistons do keep the ball. Here's Cade Cunningham. Oh, what a perfect spin off. Brunson drives the lane, floats it up, and gets the bounce. That is a beautiful play. That's just one of those next level, like, I'm a star type of plays by Cade Cunningham. Just the perfect timing on the spin, the soft touch. Beautiful. Beautiful. Jalen Brunson going to get shoved by Thompson. He hits the deck, and it'll be a foul on Ausar Thompson. As Brunson goes down. Got 120 people in the chat now. Welcome into the show. Looks like we might have some cardiac hoops in store. Barely looked like a foul. Brunson did fall, though. Back to his flopping ways. All right, man. Here. Let's see who's in the chat, man. Let's see who's in the chat. Do we have Sixer fans in here? Do we have Pistons fans? Do we have Knicks fans? Do we have other fans? What team do you guys support? Who do you rep? Let me know in the chat. I know we have Knicks fans here. They've been in the shadows, not talking because they're scared and they don't want to reveal themselves. They only talk when they start winning the game. So we know that the Knicks fans are in the shadows. Who do we have in the chat? Who are you guys repping? Who are you supporting in the playoffs? What brings you here tonight? Let me know. And once again, let's wake up these damn neighbors, man. Let's go. Who are we repping in the playoffs, man? Pistons have a pretty good hold on this game, but they did the same thing last game, and then they gave up a 21-0 run in the fourth. So we'll see if that happens again. Pistons definitely need this game if they want a chance at stealing this series. Busy Bee says Brunson flopped. Yeah, he did. Imagine Tobias winning a chip with the Pistons. That would be an ultimate low for the Sixers, even more than they already are. D Futures in the chat. What's up, D? Channel member. Got a couple Celtics fans in here. Who else are you guys rooting for, man? RB, I'll never forget Floppy to Philly movement. Now we want him gone. We definitely do. We don't want Floppy McFlopperson no more. No way. No way. We are all here for Tobias Harris. We got Tobias Harris fan clubs in the chat. Band says Warriors. Band, you know dang well you're not a Warriors fan, man. You're a Sixers fan. You don't have to hide it, bro. It's all good. We're all suffering together. Pistons robbing the drive last year. Good luck to you guys. Rollins is here to hate on the Knicks. So we got Knicks hate watchers, okay? Tonight we are Pistons fans, says Busy B. RB, who do you hate more, the Knicks or your neighbors? Definitely the Knicks. Definitely the Knicks. What up, RB? I'll say Warriors. Why? Because they used to be in Philly. That's why I always respected them. Yeah, look, I mean, if I had to pick a team I'm rooting for in the playoffs, yeah, it probably would be Golden State. I agree. Somebody hit me up on Twitter earlier because last night I was watching the Warriors game and I tweeted out, I said, look, once again, RB is right. The Sixers should have never let Jimmy Butler walk. And they said, don't you get tired of just saying the same thing over and over? And I said, what I get tired of is watching Jimmy Butler go to the playoffs and start cooking teams. Jimmy Butler and Joel Embiid would have won a championship. So, yeah, I get tired of every time I watch the playoffs, I see Jimmy Butler going crazy. And people want to tell me, oh, Jimmy's not he's not a clutch player. He's not that good anymore. Are you serious? Jimmy does what players should do. He doesn't go 180% in the first week of the season because we know that there's so many injuries right now. And then he gets to the playoffs and he turns up the Jets and he goes crazy. But the thing is that Jimmy's not the Batman right now. He keeps talking about Steph as Batman. He's like, I'm Robin. I don't have to be the guy. I'm just here doing my role. I'm doing my job. And you see how dangerous the Warriors can be. Do I think they have enough depth to really win it all? No, but they can be dangerous, especially with the way Steph's playing. Now they're interviewing Carmelo over there in the stands. Anyway, 11-point game, 64-53. Josh Hart going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson around the screen. He drives past Paul Reed. Dumps it to Towns. Stolen away. Here come the Pistons again. Defense going crazy. Cade behind the back and the one-handed slam. Cade Cunningham with the absolutely incredible, beautiful basketball. Another highlight play out of Cade. He's got 26, higher than his season average, I believe, or maybe right there. And the Pistons get another stop, but then Thompson throws it away, an errant pass. That's a brutal turnover. Brunson to Towns. The Pistons hacking. They're all over, and Thompson takes it away again. Towns dives on the floor, and we have a jump ball. Actually, I think they called a timeout. The Pistons call a timeout on the floor. Thompson took it away. The Knicks are getting pestered by the Pistons right now. They are all over them. Knicks fans, where you at? Where you at? All you little Knicks fans sitting in the shadows, I don't want to hear you at the end of the game. If you can't be here while your team's down, I don't want you to be here while your team's up. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks are getting pestered by the Pistons. Pestered right now. D says, I have the T-Wolves representing the West and the Celtics in the East. Wow, that's a bold take. That's a bold take with the Timberwolves. They play the way they did in that game one, then yeah, they could, but who knows? I've been rooting for the Lakers since JJ came to the press conference after wearing an Eagles sweater. Banches, I don't want the D1 flopper on our team. Have you seen the Google score? Knicks were 49 and the Pistons had none. Don't know what that means. Hey, RB, I didn't realize we drafted Ty Jerome and traded him away. He was great last night and has been all season. Yeah, I was a big fan of Ty Jerome coming out of college. I forget who he was traded for. It was more of like a draft and trade agreement. Like they already knew they were trading him away. I forget who he was traded for, but I liked him coming out of college. He really didn't do much for the first, 5 years of his career. But that's the perfect example of a player that found the right situation. He just fits with what the Cavs are trying to do. You know, run and gun, space the floor. And he's been really good. He's been really good for them. All season, too. Traded for Matisse. Yeah, I was thinking it was the Thibault trade, but I thought Thibault was traded for Carson Edwards because I remember I liked Carson Edwards, but maybe Ty Jerome was in that trade too. I forget, but yeah, shout out to Ty Jerome doing his thing. Doing his thing. I know he was with the Kings at one time. I forget who else he played for. Sorry, guys. I'm looking something up real quick. Here's Beasley going to pull up a deep two. That one is no good. 66-53. Here's Karl-Anthony Towns. He's going to drive, spin, float it up. Another great defensive possession by Tobias. Yeah, Tobias, I mean, he's playing better in this series for sure. Here's Cade Cunningham, guarded by Mikal Bridges. He's coming around his screen. Cunningham going to drive, dumps it, Reed in traffic, and got it. Pistons lead it by 15. Looks like there's going to be a challenge here. Thompson got called for a foul. He was just moving backwards, and Bickerstaff wants to challenge it. So what I was looking up, guys, is Tobias Harris had 54 total points last year in that series against the Knicks. 54 points in 6 games. And he already has 38 points so far. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I can't even lie. 54 points in 6 games last year. He has 38 in 1.5 games. Secret Underdog the Gamer gifting a Philly Take membership. Woo! Yes, sir. Drop the MVPs in the chat, man. Shout out to my guy Secret, man. If you guys want to become a member, hit that link pinned in the chat. Support your boy, become a channel member. Get the emojis, the badges, and a whole bunch more. And support me, man. Shout out to Secret for constantly blessing the chat as we wait for this challenge. 15-point lead for Detroit. Can they hold on to it this time? Did they learn? Did they learn from last time? Dude, Brunson loves crying, man. Flopping and whining. And I'm a Nova fan, and like I used to love all these guys, but man, it's annoying to watch. It's annoying to watch. Guys, on a scale from 1 to 10 right now, first off, I need my members to drop those MVPs in the chat, man. What's up? Where you guys at? They're going to say the challenge is unsuccessful. So Thompson's got 4. That might be good for Detroit. He has not played well again. So they're going to say that's a 4th foul. Brunson gets rewarded for flopping. Guys, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most annoying, how annoying is Jalen Brunson flopping? Like, I'm honestly, man, like, again, as someone who once really liked Jalen Brunson, I can't stand watching it. And I know what they're going to say. Oh, well, Joel Embiid flops. Yeah, he does. But the difference is that Joel's in the post being hacked by 3 players. Brunson's running up the floor after an inbounds play and flailing his arms or stepping back on a jump shot. Like, that's just annoying to me. Anunoby going to knock down the mid-range. Like, I'm cool if you get fouled, but if you're going to purposely try to step back into a defender, it's like, come on, man. Just knock down the shot. Duren going to dump it. Here's Malik Beasley. Beasley in the corner. He's going to step back. Contested 3. No good. The rebound tapped out of the hands of Detroit. They're going to say it went off Tobias. Knicks basketball. Secret, what's up, bro? Thanks for being here. Thanks for blessing the chat. Here's Jalen Brunson again. This time he's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Mitchell Robinson going to hand it to Anunoby. Anunoby puts it up. Tried to actually dish it to Robinson, and it was hit out of bounds off the hand of Robinson. Crazy part is the NBA refs and the league came together like 2 or 3 years ago trying to make a rule that would stop people from doing that jump backward shot, and they just don't enforce it. Another steal by the Knicks. Here comes Brunson. Knicks down 13. Bridges on the break, and he knocks down the 3 in transition. Now it's a 10-point game. Pistons need to hold strong if they want to keep this lead. Here's Schroeder going to find Tobias one-on-one. He's got Josh Hart. Toby sizing him up. He's going to drive, go baseline, floats it up, no good, and the Knicks pull it in again. Brunson just tried to throw one up across court. He somehow found a man. Bridges for 3. That one doesn't fall. 3:08 to go here in the third. Schroeder to Beasley. Beasley drives all the way up off the glass and got it to fall. PJ Tucker jumped off the bench like he was about to do something. Go sit back down, PJ. It's not your time. Here's Brunson going to drive. And he floats one up one hand, got it to fall. Back to a 10-point game. If you guys have not yet liked the show, subscribe to the channel. We're breaking it down every single game, giving you the live game coverage. There's Schroeder. He finds Duren. Duren dumps it to Schroeder. He drives, goes baseline, kicks right off of Brunson. They're going to call that a foul? Hold on, let's see this again. Where was the foul at? What did he do? Push him off? I don't get where the foul was, but okay. When he throws that big old head back, it infuriates me, says Busy B. Yeah, that's just the stuff I don't like. At least with Joel, he's getting hacked in the paint. You know, but like jumping backwards into a jump shot, it's just annoying. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson again. One-on-one. He's going to step back for 3, and it comes up a tad short. Rebounded by Detroit. They've been on the glass all night. Here's Cade Cunningham having a stellar night. He drives down the lane again, goes up in traffic. Got it to fall. Cade Cunningham has been tremendous.
He's on fire.
Woo! Cade Cunningham is on a heater. I said he needs 30. He's already got 28, and we have a quarter to play. And now we have a foul on Cade Cunningham down the other end. It's going to be number 2. 28 points out of Cade Cunningham. He is on fire. Drop some fires in the chat, man. He's on fuego. He's on fuego. I forgot PJ Tucker was on one of these teams. Yeah, PJ hasn't played in like a year and a half, other than like 5 minutes. He was put in jail by the Clippers. He was used as collateral in that James Harden trade. Then he didn't play with the Clippers. Then he just sat at home while getting paid. Then he came to the Knicks. Now he's sitting on the bench to get paid. Let's go, chat. Heat us up, baby. Let's go. We're here live breaking it all down, man. Let's go. Get hype in the chat. Drop some comments. Drop some emojis. Let's go, members. Brunson going to knock down the second. It's a 10-point game. 146 to play here in quarter number 3. A lot of whistles tonight. Here's Cade. He's going to find Schroeder. 14 on the shot clock. Thibodeau yelling out to his players. Beasley back to Schroeder. He thinks 3. Now drives the lane. Floats one up. And a beautiful touch right off the fingertips. 74 to 62. Here's Jalen Brunson. He's going to cross over. Give it to Robinson. Robinson going to stop. Now find Bridges. Bridges coming around a screen. Bridges going to dribble, drive, kick it. Brunson. Here's McBride. McBride going to spin, turn, fade. Got it. A desperation heave, and he kissed it in off the bank. What a shot by McBride. Knicks definitely needed that one. They trail by 9 with the crazy turnaround 3. Here's a 3 by Cade on the other end. Looked like it was maybe blocked. Will they call it a deflection, though? Looked like it was definitely blocked from behind. Should be Pistons ball. And no, they're actually going to say it's Knicks ball. Wow. They're going to say that that was not blocked. I don't know if I could believe that one, but here we go. Brunson going to spin, turn, fade. Brunson. Got it. Brunson starting to heat up. 7-point game. 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Pistons were in a similar situation in game 1. They gave up a 21-0 run in the 4th quarter. Fans are on their feet. Here's Cade Cunningham crossing over. Cade against Anunoby and hit off the foot of OG Anunoby. One second separating game and shot clock. 10 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Cade dribbles with the left hand. Brunson comes up on him. They had a foul to give, and they hack him. So now they are in the bonus. I don't know what that's going to do here. Fouling him with 6 seconds left. I mean, really, was that worth it? Here comes Tobias Harris back in the game. What you got for me, Toby? What you got for me, Toby? 120 in the chat. Do me a favor. Like the show, man. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get it. Appreciate y'all being here. The inbound. Tobias back to Cade. He's going to drive against Anunoby. Trying to find space. Puts it up. And he was fouled with 2.6 to go. So Cade Cunningham, a young star in this league, continues to fight. He continues to be aggressive. And he draws more contact again. Tom Thibodeau's whining. No wonder they whine so much. No wonder they whine so dang much, man. And Cade going to miss the second one, so he goes 1 for 2. So he will not hit 30 points yet. He's at 29 as we go to the fourth quarter. And once again, another opportunity for the Detroit Pistons to capitalize. Ladies and gentlemen, call it right now in the chat. Will the Pistons win this game? Yes or no? Will the Pistons win this game? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat right now. Right now. Drop it in the chat right now. Yes or no? Who's going to win, Pistons or Knicks? We got 130 people in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. Can we get to 200 likes on the evening? You guys have been tremendous. Once again, thank you so much for being here. We're going to cover these playoff games. Let me know if you want me to keep streaming these games. We have Sixers coverage in the pipeline right now. Draft, free agency. We have a lot to talk about. We have time to talk about that. Right now, we're streaming the playoffs. We're watching other teams. We're scouting. We're picking things up. Most importantly, we're giving you the coverage, man. Just a reminder, be sure to go join our Discord, man. A lot of people in there. Good way to communicate. Follow us on IG, TikTok, and Twitter. All of our handles down below in the description. And if you want to support us, become a channel member. All the channel members get their comments read out priority. They get the emojis in the chat. They get the badges. Shows how long they've been here. And a whole bunch more. Ladies and gentlemen, who's going to win this game? Knicks or Pistons? Drop it in the chat right now. Drop it in the chat right now. Let's put up a poll up in here. What do you guys think? Who's going to win? Will we have some cardiac hoops again? Will the Pistons blow another 21-0 run? Ladies and gentlemen, one more shout out to BetUS TV. Go check them out. Appreciate them partnering with us. Check out their socials, their sites, and their platforms. Go give them a follow. Stay up to date with your constant news coverage, updates, rumors, and more. Go check out BetUS TV for all your daily sports content. Let's go, man. Now the people are starting to pile in. Knicks fans are getting a little worried, aren't they? They're getting a little bit worried, aren't they? It's going to be a crazy fourth quarter, I'll tell you that. It's going to be a crazy fourth quarter. It's going to be wild. Yeah, whoever said no on the poll is a fraud. It's probably the Knicks fans. Let's go, man. Let's go. We got some exciting hoops. It's not Sixers playoff hoops, but it's exciting, thrilling hoops. Let's get it, man. Here we go. Quarter number 4 underway. Rats are scurrying in at the end. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. 75-67. 8-point lead. Here are the Knicks. Be Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Cat, Mitchell Robinson, and Miles McBride. They're going with the two bigs. Brunson fouled en route to the cup. He gets knocked down. It's going to be on, I think, Jalen Doran. Let's see, who did they call that on? They called on Beasley? Nah. Yeah, they called that on Doran. Met him mid-air. Come on, get up, Brunson. You know you're fine. Get up. For the Pistons right now, to be Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley, Asar Thompson, Jalen Doran, and Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris had 54 points in last year's Sixers versus Knicks series. Right now he has 30. Actually, no, he has 40 now, which is crazy. 40 points already in 1.5 games. Like I said, Pistons need this game if they want a chance to win this series. Brunson going to knock down the free throws. It is a 7-point game. Pistons have done a great job matching the physicality and maybe even exceeding it of the New York Knicks, but the youth will kick in. Tobias, a wide open midi. He gets it to go. Tobias Harris is cooking, man. Dare I say it? 15 and 10. Wow. Double-double for Toby. It's crazy. If he did this last year, the Sixers would be in the second round. I'm just going to say it. If Tobias did this last year, the Sixers would be in the second round. Here's Jalen Brunson going to drive, crossover, kicks it out. Josh Hart wide open, a three. That's short. They left them wide open. They weren't even contesting. They're saying, you can't shoot, Joshua Hart. Here's Dennis Schroeder on the other end, guarded by Hart, finds Tobias, one-on-one. He jabs. Toby trying to put the moves on. He kicks it out. Beasley wide open three. Can't get it to fall. Here come the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson turns, spins, falls to the ground, and they call another foul. Oh, my gosh. Flippity floppity. Come on, man. Yo, are you kidding me, Brunson? Oh, come on. You go head first and throw a stiff arm and you fall? Come on. Come on, man. Look, I'm cool with like a little bit here and there. Are you kidding me? This is embarrassing, bro. Thompson just picked up his 5th foul because Jalen Brunson goes stiff-arming him and then falls backwards. And they gave it to him. That's crazy. 150 plus in the chat now. Welcome in to the Game Day Live show. Hit the like button if you're just tapping in with us. 3-ball McBride. He cashes it home. And just like that, it's a 2-possession ball game. Schroeder gets knocked to the ground. They don't call anything. Pistons now have it. Tobias Schroeder. Schroeder scanning the floor. They're going to have to get the ball in the hands of Cade. Cade's going to have to take him home. Here's Tobias, 5 on the shot clock. Tobias dishes it off. Schroeder for 3. Got the bounce. Are you kidding? Wow. Off the front rim, rolls up off the backboard and falls back in. Brunson the drive, the floater. He's blocked. Gets it back. Anunoby sidestep. Here's McBride, the pump fake. He finds Brunson. Nice closeout by Tobias. Brunson drives the lane, tries to flop. They don't give it to him. Brunson gets it back, and now they're going to call a tie-up, a jump ball. Surprise, surprise. Brunson on the floor again. Jalen Brunson just hit the floor 4 times in the span of a minute and a half. It's like, it's getting out of hand, dude. It's getting out of hand. Like, I understand playing your game, fine, but to hit the floor 4 times like that is embarrassing. So now it's going to be Jalen Brunson and Jalen Doran with the jump ball. Schroeder just tapped it to nobody up the floor. Beasley got it. Oh! He got fouled and came down hard. That was an awkward landing. But he looks to be okay, thankfully. That was a scary play. Schroeder said, screw it, I'll tap it up the floor. Beasley, you go get it. He came down hard on that hip. Thankfully, he's okay, though. Got 150 people in here. Do me a favor. Get those likes up, man. Come on, guys. Get that thumbs up, man. Get us to 200 likes. Get us to 200 likes, man. Beasley going to knock down the first. He has not had a solid night, but a chance here to impact the game. It's Shazy, channel member in here, says, telling you, RB, his last resort is to just flop for the rest of the game. And he has to. 24 points on an inefficient 8 for 21. I'm surprised they haven't gotten more pick and pops going with Karl-Anthony Towns. Especially with Isaiah Stewart being out of this game and not playing. I feel like Cat should be in here taking advantage of mismatches, and Cat just really has not. I mean, he's had a good night. He just hasn't touched the ball that much. Pretty odd. So the free throws were good. It's an 11-point gap now. Cat has it against Tobias. He's double-teamed in the paint. Kicks it out. Anunoby. Anunoby going to cross over. Step back. Deep two. And drills it. Big shot by OG. Dubman in the chat. What's up, man? 8:50 to play. It's a 9-point game. Here's Schroeder. Finds Reed. Back to Schroeder. He drives. Mid-range J. Can't get it to fall. Knicks can flip this game on its head at any moment. Has to be now if they want to do it. Pistons have to hold strong. Brunson spins, floats one up, and a beautiful touch by Brunson. Just like that, it's down to a 7-point game. And JB Bickerstaff's going to have to be smart here with clock management. He needs to, make sure that they don't let up too big of a run. Schroeder knocked to the floor again. This guy's been on the floor all night. Here's the cut by Reed. Reed goes up left hand and got it in with the scoop. B-ball pull. Makes it a 9-point game yet again. Here's Jalen Brunson. Brunson working on Beasley. 1-on-1. Reed trapping right behind him. Here's Anunoby for 3. That's off the mark. Pistons trying to track it down. Hart gets it. Reed smacks it out of bounds. A lot of physicality. Hart just went up to the ref and said something right in his grill. Ref is staring at him. I don't know what he said, but if the Knicks want to win this game, they need to start scoring and stop complaining. There's Josh Hart under the basket. He goes up, layup. He missed it. Here comes Cade. Blazing up the floor, going all the way, floats it up, and fouled. And fouled. Cade Cunningham going to the line, looking for number 30 on the evening. Busy Bee says, don't be fraudulent, hit the like. Shout out to the members, shout out to the mods in the chat. Everybody right now, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up. If you guys want us to keep streaming these games, hit that thumbs up. That's how we push it through the algo, get more viewers up in here. We cover the Sixers all year long, but we cover the NBA playoffs too. We are here. We're going to stream some other games too. Gotta love it, man. B-Ball Paul and Tobias Harris making an impact for the Detroit Pistons. Hilarious. Hilarious. Difference tonight, though, is Cade Cunningham came to play. He hits both. He's got 31. Drop the 30s in the chat for Cade.
He's on fire.
30s in the chat for Cade Cunningham. 86-75. Pistons trying to learn from their mistakes in game 1. Trying to hold on to a lead and steal one in the Garden. McBride spots up a 3. That one does not go. I told you guys last game, obviously the Pistons choked that one, but the level of toughness they're playing with is not normal for a young team. And B-ball pull with the recollect. Cunningham missed the 5-footer and Reed with the tapping on the reverse. He has played incredible in place of Isaiah Stewart, who is out with an injury tonight. B-ball pull has been amazing for the Pistons, and now he steals it away, and they're going to call a foul. Who's the foul on? Cade was actually blocked, and Reed came in to clean it up. Shout out to B-ball Paul, man. B-ball Paul has been playing some good hoops tonight, man. Paul Reed hasn't really played a lot of consistent minutes this season for the Detroit Pistons, but in a game where they needed him to come in relief of Jalen Duren and they needed Paul Reed to do the dirty work. You know, it's not going to show up completely on the stat sheet. He's got 6 points, a rebound, a steal, and a block, but he has had some tremendous defensive possessions on Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's been all over the place tonight. So shout out to B-Ball Paul, my guy. Guys, let me know if you want me to keep streaming these games. If there's other series you want to see, we're planning to do a lot more NBA playoff live streams just like this one. And of course, we'll have our Sixers content flowing through with videos, live streams, draft stuff coming up. We got the draft lottery on May 12th. Be there, be square. Welcome on in, everybody. We got 180 people in the chat now. Do me a favor, get us up to 200 likes, man. That helps us push this through the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new. Be sure to turn on those notifications if you want to be notified anytime we go live or drop a video. Does he still have the nickname over there? I don't know. I don't think so. But he's cooking right now. Like I said, when you have opportunity and you embrace it like that, you earn more minutes, you know? I'm not sure how long Isaiah Stewart's going to be out. I don't know if he's just missing tonight's game or what it is. Let's see if we can find an injury report here. Just says he has a knee injury and he's out for tonight's game. So I don't even know where Stewart got hurt, but anyway, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Let's go, guys. Welcome into the show, man. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you all so much for being here. We're having fun watching this series. Good hoops, man. Good hoops so far. Pistons, they let it slip away in game one, but they have a real shot to win this game here. Go back to Detroit 1-1. And the Knicks certainly have not played good basketball in this series so far. Phoenix says Cade Cunningham is so good, man. He's a really good player.
Let's go.
Really good player. Thing I like about Cade tonight is that, you know, he started off a little frantic, but he's really picking his spots, and he's just got that finesse in his bag, you know? He just knows how to get to his spots. And tonight, the shots are falling a lot more, but he's really, for a young guy and for a young team, this is what I was saying earlier, like JB Bickerstaff, he's done such a good job with this young team. Like, you could just tell they are prepared for the moment. They don't look like a young team in the playoffs that has no clue what they're doing. They look like they know exactly what they want to execute. And that's hard for a young team, especially to come into a place like New York and play like this. $5 super chat from Dubs. Thank you so much. He says, we got to fire Nurse. Players like Harris and Reed were not making plays like they are with the Sixers. Either he's a bad coach or the Sixers are cursed. Brunson for three in the corner. He drills it. It's a 10-point game. Dubs, I'll be honest with you. It's a little bit of both, right? Like the players here, obviously, again, the Pistons are playing with house money and they're not in a big market city with a rowdy fan base, right? So I think it's a little bit of both, but the Sixers also are cursed. Like, there's no reason that Tobias Harris should have 40 points in this series so far. And last year in the entire 6-game series, he only had 54. And he went out with 0 in his final game. There's just no way that should actually happen. Tobias is playing with worse players now. He was playing with Joel and Tyrese. And he was looked at to be the third option, and he couldn't even score a single point in 38 minutes. Are you kidding me? And now he's out here doing it relentlessly. So I think it's a little bit of both. We've been through different coaches, you know, they do the same things. What they need a coach that's going to utilize young talent. Look at what the Pistons are doing with these young guys, man. Athletic, running the floor. Free throws good at the line for Dennis Schroeder. 90-78 is the score. Pistons are 23 for 28 at the free throw line. Knicks have had essentially no free throws tonight. Only 8 free throws for the Knicks. So, you know, the Knicks are probably going to whine about that and not like it, but who knows, man? I mean, Paul George was averaging, you know, 20 points a game, 22 points a game. Last year, he comes to the Sixers and averages 15 points a game, gets hurt 6 times. Like, there's just so many examples of guys going elsewhere. Isaiah Joe is another one. It's crazy. Josh Hart drives the lane, falls down to the floor, and gets rewarded with a foul. And look, I'm not trying to call this game one-sided, but Josh Hart just went barreling into Jalen Duren. Doesn't even get hit at all by Duren. Duren's just shifting his feet, and they call a foul. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. But anyway. We got 180 people in the chat. Do me a favor, get this to 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up. Help push us through that algorithm, gang. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. We're on the road to 42.3K. Let's keep it going. Pistons absolutely need to win this game if they want a chance at winning this series. 90-79 is our score. Hart, the second one, is good. It's a 10-point game. 2 for 2, 6:10 to play. Here is Asar Thompson. Thompson going to one bounce over to Duren. Duren guarded by Cat. He throws it down low. Thompson turning, spinning against Brunson. He fades away, and it is short. Here come the Knicks down the other end. One bounce to Hart. Hart back to Brunson. Brunson up top. He's guarded by Thompson. Brunson going to dribble, step back. Brunson jumps into the defender, and it's going to be a 3-point foul. Brunson going to the line for 3. Brunson at the line. He's going to knock down the first. By the way, that was number 6 on Asar Thompson, so he got hit with some pretty nasty foul baits tonight. So he is out of the game now. 5:30 to go. That could hurt Detroit on the defensive end. And Brunson going to knock down the second. 5:34 to play. 90-82. Here's Cade Cunningham working against Anunoby. He's going to find Beasley. Beasley steps back. He's going to find Schroeder. Back to Beasley. 5, 4. Beasley for 3. Offensive foul on the Pistons. They're going to say an illegal screen was set. Bridges knocked to the ground, and the Knicks get it back. This is where the Pistons will need to control this run. The Knicks are trying to go on that run to come back. This is where you got to be careful. I don't even know how that was a foul, but here they go. Things are getting tense here in the Garden. Brunson guarded by Schroeder. He's going to drive, spin. Brunson floats it up. Got it to go. And just like that, it's back to a 6-point game. Cardiac hoops here in the playoffs. Cade getting swarmed. He almost threw it away. Here's Schroeder. They got to take their time. Beasley the pump fake. The drive down to Duren. He gets swarmed, and he is fouled. Knicks are stepping up their game now. They've come alive. They look like they've come alive. This is what the Knicks like to do, man. Crazy game right now, man. Crazy game. Someone just limped back to the locker room. Here's the inbound to Schroeder, back to Cade. Cade guarded by Anunoby. Cade going to cross over, drive, spin. Cade going the other way. And Cade throws it a corner. Tobias for three. Can't get it to fall. And Cade just ran over Anunoby. They had some words. It's going to be a foul on Cade Cunningham. Now we got some guys drawn. Now we got Schroeder drawn with Josh Hart. Schroeder coming in to defend his boy. We got a little chirping going on right now. Refs are separating it. Cade and Anunoby got tangled up. Anunoby going to put up the first one, and it falls. 5-point game now. Guys, no spoiling in the chat. Just want to remind you guys that. I know we're a little bit behind, but unfortunately, that's just how it goes with the natural delays. There's a natural delay on YouTube, so sometimes it gets pushed behind. But yo,
Let's go.
are the Knicks going to do it again? Are the Knicks going to do it again, ladies and gentlemen? Pistons are starting to feel the heat a little bit. This is what makes playoff basketball great, man. You never know. We got 185 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the stream. Hit the sub button. Hit the sub button. Let's go, man. Welcome into the show. I do this every single game. I'm RB. Welcome to Philly Take with RB. We cover the Sixers and the NBA playoffs. Game day live show. $5 super chat from my guy, Riaz. What's up, Riaz? He says, RB, this series is destined for 7 games. I worry that in a game 7, the Knicks will get home cooking. Maxey got tackled last year. No call at all. It's a good point, Riaz. It's a good point. Honestly, we'll see what happens. I'm not worried because, like I said, Pistons are going to fight. They're playing with house money. They're a young team. And, yeah, that's how I feel about it. They're young. They're hungry. They might not win the series, but they have a good shot with the way that they're playing defense. I mean, they look very prepared, very locked in. But this is the type of moment right now that's going to determine if they can win this series. And maybe they're not ready yet. Maybe they're not ready yet to win this series, you know? But what they can do is just learn from these type of moments. I mean, they had one in game 1. The question is, are they going to do it again? You know, are they going to collapse again? If so, I mean, you know, there's your answer. But they're playing pretty good. Better than I thought they would. That's how I feel, man. Guys, we got over 200 people in the chat. If you're just tuning in, get us to 200 likes. We're almost halfway there. Help push us through the algorithm. We're pumping out these streams for you guys. We have a lot of draft content to do, but we are pumping out this coverage. I'm guessing all the shadow Knicks fans are tuning back in. They haven't commented all game. Just like last game, they didn't say anything till the last 2 minutes of the game because they only want to talk when they take the lead, which is funny. But nonetheless, man, we have an exciting game here down the finish. Who's going to win? Drop your prediction in the comments right now. Pistons absolutely need this game if they want a chance of winning this series. I mean, they had an opportunity in game 1. They have an opportunity right now. This is where it has to be. Make sure you subscribe if you want to comment in the chat too. I'm going to drop a couple links in here. Join our Discord and consider becoming a channel member. Let's go, chat. I need to see y'all get on fire. Drop some fires in the chat. Let's go. What do you guys think? Should we stream other games too? Like, should we stream like Warriors, Rockets, Clippers, Nuggets games? Would you guys want to see those live streams too? Let me know. I want to see everybody getting up in here, active in the chat. That makes this a lot more engaging, a lot more fun. Speaking of fun, we have another exciting game here down the stretch. 5-point game with 4.5 to go. Anunoby going to knock down the second. It is a 4-point game. Knicks on an 8-0 run. We will be a little bit behind some of your guys' broadcasts, so please do not spoil in the chat, mods. Be sure to remind people of that. Cade drives the lane. He goes up, and he is fouled. A whistle down the other end. It's going to be on Karl-Anthony Towns. Cunningham to the line for 2. But yeah, let me know if you guys want me to stream some of the other series, because this has been a lot of fun so far. But we need to get these likes up. That's how we push it through YouTube. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's go. Cade with a one free throw there. 91-86. Cade is cooking, man. Got 32 and counting. Question is, can he score the rest of the way? Can they rely on him to get bucket after bucket? Second one going to be good. He has 33 and counting. Brunson is whining that he didn't get a foul call, and the play's still going on. There's Jalen Brunson. He's going to find Mikal Bridges. Here's Mikal Bridges going to find Jalen Brunson. Brunson against Beasley. Steps back, finds Bridges. Corner 3. Tobias with an incredible box out. He had Karl-Anthony Towns sitting under the basket. So a miss by New York. Here comes Cade. Right down the lane. Goes up through contact. Missed it. No call. Knicks pick it up. 3:40 to play here at the Garden. Game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on the edge of my seat. This has been exciting hoops. Bridges blocked by Tobias under the rim. His defense has been on point. Schroeder wide open. Corner 3. He missed it. Hart hits the ground. Schroeder with a blown opportunity there. And it's going to be Knicks basketball. Top Shot Tesla gifting a Philly Take membership. Let's go! All my channel members, I want to see you guys dropping the MVP emojis in the chat. Shout out to my guy, Top Shot Tesla. He always comes in and supports the channel. Thank you so much for the love, man. Hart going to knock down the first free throw. Bad miss by Schroeder. We have 231 people in the house. What's good, y'all? Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We do this every single game. We're breaking it down. Free throws are good and a timeout. It's a 5-point game with 3:24 to go. Woo! Things are getting spicy out here, man. We're halfway to 200. Yo, can we get a like spike going? Can we get to 200? Let's go. Come on, man. You guys can read it on the shirt. We got to wake up the neighbors, man. Let's wake up the neighbors. Incredible hoops tonight. Let's go, boy. Let's go, man. Tell you guys what, man. I don't know if I've ever seen Tobias Harris play defense and box out the way he is tonight. I don't know if I've ever seen Tobias play this good on the defensive end. You guys agree with that or disagree? 152 likes. Come on, you guys are slacking, man. Spike the like. Subscribe to the show. Cardiac hoops incoming. Let's go, man. Shout out to Don Boyle Band, Riaz Busy B, up in here supporting us. Tika, what's up? The second free throw is good from Josh Hart. It's a 4-point game. 4-point game with 3:20 to go. Cade with the ball. He gets stopped, turns, throws to Doran. Here's Beasley for 3. Rolls out. Towns trying to save it. He does. Bridges up the floor. A wide open triple. He missed it. And no foul called on Cade. Might have shoved somebody to the floor, but here we go. Detroit on the other end. Cade going quick. Tobias takes it up top and slows it down. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder, guarded by Anunoby. Schroeder against Hart. He's going to find Cade in the post. 4 on the shot clock. Has to turn and go. Tobias wide open. He fumbled it. And he runs out of time. Tobias couldn't hold on to the pass. It is a shot clock violation. Not the Butterfingers, man. Not the Butterfingers. You played pretty well tonight. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 92-88. Brunson, the step back midi. He hits. 2-point game. Knicks on a 12-2 run. It is coming down to the final moments. The Pistons are on a 5-minute drought. They need to score, and they need to do it now. Here's Cade. He gets doubled. He oops it up. Oh, what a pass, and the flush by Doran. Oh, what a play. Those are the types of plays that show why Cade is going to be a star in this league if he's not already. Beautiful vision. Here's Brunson, and Brunson baits Tobias into the foul. It's a 3-point foul on the foul-baiting Brunson. Dude, that isn't... Tobias shouldn't have jumped, man. I mean, you got to know this guy's tendency. He's going to hit you with a little shoulder pump fake and then let me put my head down. Let me flail back. Like it just got plowed. Brunson's acting like he just got bounced 5 feet backwards. So he is going to the line for 3. The first one is good. Tobias got baited. Some things never change. 250 people in the chat. Let's go. Hit that like button, folks. Hit that thumbs up. Get us to 200 likes, man. We're almost there. We're almost there. Thank you for being a part of this live stream. We're having fun. Brunson going to knock down the second one. It is a 2-point game now. One more at the line. Knicks fans are on their feet. Here's the third one from Brunson, and it does not fall. So a big miss there. It's a 2-point game. 94-92. 140 to go in this ball game. Schroeder almost walked. He finds Doran. Back to Schroeder. Thompson is fouled out of the ball game. Schroeder going to run a pick and roll. He finds Duran cutting to the rim. He lost control of it. Pistons fumbled it again, and it goes back to the Knicks. Knicks a chance to tie or take the lead. Brunson guarded by Schroeder. He's got to stay on him. You know what he's going to try here. Yep, Brunson literally throws an arm out, and Hart slams it down. Did he get the foul as well? He did not. Brunson throws a full stiff arm. Now, Hart should have had a foul there on the dunk, so I guess it evens out. But we are tied at 94, 105 to play. Here's Tobias. They got to get the ball in the hands of Cade here. Schroeder's trying to run a pick and roll. Schroeder going to pop a 3. Oh, he hits it! Oh! Oh! The stare into nothingness. Dennis Schroeder with a big-time bucket, and the Pistons up by 3. Brunson trying to answer. He does not. Toby the rebound. 40 seconds to play, and the Pistons lead it by 3. Cade to Schroeder. Can Schroeder do it again? This time he hands it off to Cade. 10 on the shot clock. Cade coming around the screen against Brunson. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder, the fake pass. Beasley in the corner. Can't get it to go. Knicks pick it up. 1 second separating game and shot clock. 97-94. Brunson with the shoulder again. He crosses. He drives. He kicks. Bridges for the tie. No good. No good. Schroeder is fouled by Hart. Mikal Bridges sells with the game on the line. Never thought I'd do it, but I have to.
This guy stinks!
Dennis Schroeder with a big-time bucket, and Mikal Bridges sells with the game on the line. Schroeder going to miss the first free throw. Uh-oh. Whew. 291 people in the chat right now. Welcome on in, man. What a game this has been. We have more cardiac hoops here in game number 2. We streamed game 1. It was a lot of fun. We streamed game number 2, and here we are. On the edge of our seat, Schroeder has to make this free throw after that abysmal miss on the first one. I mean, you have to make this. You absolutely have to. And he does. 8.1 seconds to go. 4-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Game Day Live show here in the playoffs. Philly Take with RB. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. Turn on noties. We need 40 more likes. Get us to 200. This game is nuts. Crazy. W's in the chat for what this game has been. Another great, tough, hard-nosed, physical, gritty basketball game. This has been a fun game to watch. Can the Pistons do it? Dennis Schroeder hits the go-ahead three-pointer. I did not think he had that in him. And then Mikal Bridges misses the wide-open game-tying three. Schroeder goes 1 for 2 at the line, and here we are, 8 seconds. Yo, if I'm JB Bickerstaff, I'm telling my guys, yo, stay away from Brunson, all right? This dude is about to try to bait you into a 3-point shot for a 4-point attempt. I'm telling my guys, stay away. You could contest, but do not get near. Do not get in his landing zone. Don't do any of it. That's what I would be telling him right now. Maybe the Knicks try to go for a quick 2. I don't see it, though. I think they're going 3-pointer here. I think they're going for a 3. And they're going to give it to Brunson, and he's going to try to draw one. Here we go. 8 seconds to play. Bridges looking to inbound. He gets it to Brunson. A wide open triple. Missed it. He missed it. Brunson with a wide open 3, and he came up short. Duren is fouled. 3.6 to go, and the Pistons look like they have a chance to seal it here in game 2. What a game. What a game. First one is good at the line. And the second one is good. 6-point lead, timeout Knicks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to say something here in a minute or two that you might disagree with, but I think I have to say it. I think I might have to say it, man. Yo, if you guys are new, man, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for us, man. We're doing every single game. We are pumping this content out there, man. this is your first time tapping in, dropping new in the chat, welcome on in, man. Shout out to my members, my mods up in here. What a game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this once and for all, and I want to know if you agree or disagree. And thank you all for being here. And all those Knicks fans that were in here chirping last game and earlier and a couple minutes ago, let me see you guys in the chat, man. Don't shy away. Don't crawl into the shadows when you lose. Take it on the chin like a man and you know, be in here. All right? Be in here for the whole series. Don't go hiding like you usually do. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this once and for all. We've now seen 2 games of the Pistons playing with this level of focus, attention to detail, intensity. We're talking about on the road, by the way, in New York. We're talking about in New York as Brunson puts up a 3 and it's not going to go. Pistons take game 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this right now. The Pistons, I mean, game 1 was amazing, right? And actually, you know what? Before I'd say that, Pistons had lost, 15 games in a row in the playoffs? They just got their first playoff win in 17 seasons. Credit to them, man. Credit to the Pistons. They deserve it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's what I got to say. Straight up. The level of attention to detail, the physicality that the Pistons are matching the Knicks with right now, and just the toughness, the grittiness. This is why I picked the Pistons to win this series. When I picked the Pistons to win, obviously I know the Knicks have the better roster, but you got to credit JB Bickerstaff with the way that these guys are playing right now. They're playing with house money. They're young. The season's already been a success. They went from 14 to 44 wins. And they're playing like they're on fire. Like they're playing like every game is their last. And to go into New York and play 2 games with that level of physicality in front of that fan base in New York, like that, you got to give them credit for that. You have to give them a lot of credit for that. And I'll tell you what, man, I'm having a lot of fun watching those boys go out there and defend like that. And I'm also having fun with them rebounding the way that they are. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, Tobias Harris had 13 rebounds tonight. When's the last time Tobias Harris had 13 rebounds? Jalen Duren, 13 rebounds. Cade Cunningham, 12 rebounds. They got 20 off the bench from Dennis Schroeder. Paul Reed had a great game, maybe not in the box score, but he was doing the dirty work. Shout out to my guy B-Ball Paul, coming in for relief of Isaiah Stewart. You got to give a lot of credit to JB Bickerstaff. I mean, to have a turnaround like this, obviously nobody's picking the Pistons to win it all, but they're matching the physicality of the Knicks right now. It's feeling like a very old school playoff series with the Pistons and the Knicks, and I'm having a lot of fun watching it. Tobias Harris now has 40 points in this series through 2 games. He had 54 points in 6 games last year in the playoffs. Now, I don't think he can keep this up for a whole 7-game series, but he's doing the thing right now. And the difference tonight was Cade Cunningham. If Cade Cunningham played a little bit better, if he played average on Saturday night, the Pistons would be up 2-0. And the last thing I'll say is I've been very impressed with how the Pistons' young players, these guys in their mid-20s, are kind of reciprocating, you know, the press, the point of attack defense, right? Like the Knicks are trying to make them uncomfortable. And even in the fourth quarter tonight, where the Knicks choked where the Pistons choked to the Knicks in game 1, right? Where they gave up that 21-0 run in the fourth quarter in game 1. It looked like the Pistons were about to do that again in this fourth quarter. But they had that ability to kick it into gear, to put a stop on that, and to kind of recollect their composure. And you just don't really see that a lot from a young team. So I was very impressed with the way that they were able to do that. And I mean, in the fourth quarter, the Pistons had a 5-minute drought, and it got stopped by Cade Cunningham with pretty much a beautiful alley-oop to Jalen Duren. Almost looked like a no-look pass. I mean, he just had an amazing game tonight. Then on the other end, you got Brunson, who scored 37, but when you watched him, I mean, he wasn't that efficient. I mean, he had a good game. Can't take it away from him, but a lot of flops, a lot of whining, Josh Hart whining, Tom Thibodeau whining. I just can't stand the foul baiting every play, like jumping back into defenders. And even in the fourth quarter, look, I know the Pistons got a heavy whistle tonight. I'm not going to deny that. But there was a lot of times in this game where Jalen Brunson actually could have got called for more fouls. I mean, he's throwing stiff arms at Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder was like a rag doll tonight. He's getting thrown all over the floor by Anunoby and Brunson, and they just kept fighting. So really just a tough game from the Pistons, and they steal one on the road. Now they're going back home, tied 1-1. If the Pistons can find a way to win game 3, I mean, now you're making it a series, man. Those guys are playing fun basketball. They're playing like every possession matters. And all the Knicks fans, I don't see one fan of the Knicks in the chat right now, which is typical, right? Their team fades away, they fade away. But I tried to tell them this last week. Like, the Knicks have not beaten any good teams. They have not beaten any high-level intensity physical teams. And when some of these good teams have put the pressure on the Knicks, they fade away. And when you trade away Dante DiVincenzo, when you get rid of Isaiah Hartenstein, you lose a lot of that toughness. So I'm just being honest with you, man. I think the Knicks, if they lose game 3, the Knicks are in heavy trouble. I don't know if they'll lose a series, but based on what we saw tonight from the Pistons again, like it wasn't a fluke. We've now seen it for 2 games. Knicks could be in trouble. Knicks could be in trouble. What are your guys' takes? What are your guys' takes on this game in the series? We'll stay on here for a couple minutes. I'll read out some comments. Once again, thank you for being a part of this live stream. It was a lot of fun. We'll definitely be streaming this series. I mean, we streamed both games. A lot of fun hoops so far. Clippers and Nuggets are on now. You guys know my thoughts on that series. But, yo, shout out to the Pistons, man. Maybe not the bad boy Pistons, but, yo, this team's pretty fun to watch. Shout out to my guy, B-Ball Paul, getting an opportunity tonight. Even Tobias did his thing. Tim Hardaway Jr. was 0 for 8. He had 0 points tonight. You guys know how I feel, man. It's Pistons in 7. Pistons in 7. And another thing that I don't understand from a Knicks standpoint, and by the way, Bridges sold. That guy that they gave up 5 first-round picks for with the game on the line. Listen, I know Knicks fans are going to be crushing Mikal Bridges. If I go tune into some Knicks show, they're going to be crushing Bridges. You have the game on the line. This is what they traded to get you for. We're talking about a playoff series. This is no longer a regular season. And I like Mikal Bridges. But with the game on the line in a playoff series, you're wide open. You had a chance to tie the game, and you sold a wide open 3. And even on the following one, on that last one, they did a good job. Cat did a good job of screening and getting Brunson open. He missed a wide open 3. So Knicks fans, you don't have to give me any credit. I don't need the credit, but I'm telling you the truth. I've been telling it to you for the last 3 months. I told it to you last week. I told it to you in game 1, and I told it to you tonight. And you guys were in here for, all of 2 minutes, and then you faded out. I'm telling you the truth. The Knicks are in trouble. If I was a Knicks fan, I would be shaking in my boots right now because the Pistons have pretty much outplayed you for 7 quarters out of 8. The Pistons have completely outplayed you for 7 quarters. I would be nervous if I was a Knicks fan. Anyway, Mikal Bridges, wide open 3, sells it with the game on the line, 8 for 18 tonight. And what I don't understand is why they didn't get Karl-Anthony Towns involved more. How come Cat didn't get a lot more pick and pop opportunities tonight? They weren't penetrating the paint at all. I will say B-Ball Paul and Jalen Duren did a really good job against Cat. But here's another thing I said about the Knicks, which nobody wants to give me credit for. They have no bench. Cameron Payne only played 4 minutes tonight. Landry Shamet only played 5 minutes tonight. Cam Payne was the microwave in game 1. He was the leader of that comeback in the 4th quarter. You got 0 points from Cam Payne. You got 0 points from Landry Shamet. You got 0 points in 20 minutes from Mitchell Robinson. And you got 8 points out of 13 minutes from Miles McBride. So when RB tried to tell you guys that the Knicks have no depth at all, RB's just a hater. RB doesn't know what he's talking about. I didn't watch every Knicks game this year, but I know for a fact for 2 guys that used to be on the Sixers. 2 guys that used to be on the Sixers, Cam Payne. I love Cam Payne last year. 0 points in a playoff game. And he didn't even get the opportunity. Landry Shamet. Guys, Landry Shamet, you want to go full circle with this thing? Landry Shamet got traded for Tobias Harris back in 2018, 2019. Landry Shamet has been bouncing around like a ping pong ball ever since. He's been on like 12 teams. That's who the Knicks are relying on off their bench. Why? Because they traded 5 first-round picks to get Mikal Bridges. And that is why when the Knicks sat there and all their fans keep saying, oh, well, we have a 4-year window. You guys don't have jack, you know what? The Knicks can't upgrade their roster because they traded all their draft capital to get Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns. So they're going to have to trade either one of those guys or Anunoby if they want to get more depth. But apparently their coach wants to play the starters 48 minutes anyway, so it doesn't matter. Listen, I'm not sitting here claiming I know everything, but I've been saying these things for the last 2 months. So if I'm a hater, then so be it. But I'm just here to tell you my ball knowledge and what I see. And what I see, 7 quarters out of 8 so far, the Pistons have outworked the Knicks. They have outplayed them. They are absolute menaces on the glass. The Knicks are getting swarmed on defense. They can't even breathe. Pistons have played better than the Knicks so far. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, man. I'm just saying, man. And I know what the Knicks fans are probably going to say tonight. They're going to be like, oh, well, we didn't get the foul calls tonight. That's true. But don't neglect the fact that Brunson was throwing stiff arms out there. Brunson was throwing crazy stiff arms out there tonight. Crazy, man. What else, man? I mean, I'm not really doing a post-game show here. It's not like my Sixers shows where I do pre- and post-game stuff. I'm just here talking about this game. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. And yeah, I think the Knicks are showing exactly what I said they were. They're pretenders, not contenders. And if the Pistons somehow find a way to win game 3, Knicks should be very nervous. Nuggets in 7, Pistons in 7. That's where I'm going. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not yet hit the like button, hit that thumbs up button. Help us push this content out. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We're going to stream every game of the series. We're going to stream other series. We cover the Sixers all year long. I cover the NBA as a whole, the NFL. Lots of coverage, man. This is a lot of fun tonight. This was a lot of fun. Busy B says, preach RB, the starters getting all the minutes anyway. They don't need a bench. Pistons are tough and young. They are. Duran only turned 21 a few months ago. Hey, he's out there working. Not going to lie, I can name 2 high schools in town who play just like the Knicks. I don't know why people cheer for high school ball. Yeah, I mean, they just complain a lot, you know? They whine a lot. They whine a lot. If they weren't worried about whining and actually, you know, rebounding the ball tonight, maybe they win. But they definitely can't go as heavy as they did through Brunson, and I can't stand to watch all that flopping. So anyway, man, I hope to see all of you back here for next game. You guys were incredible. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Rest of the week, I'll be covering the NFL draft, but we'll do a couple streams here and there, and we'll keep covering these games. But hey, what a great game tonight. A lot of intense hoops down the stretch, man. Philly take with RB. Welcome to the family, y'all. If you're new. All my mods, all my members, appreciate you guys hanging in. Follow me on socials. Join the Discord. We'll be talking more about these games over there. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. It's going to be a great week. Great week for sports. Catch you all in the next game, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Pistons take game 2. It's 1-1. Good series incoming. Peace, y'all.